face a million faces and one by one fall. I'm sorry.
I'd say it's mainly because, like, you know, like the thing that annoys me most is that if I, like, it's the fact that, like, whenever I'm playing against them, they're winning just because I play fucking Incineroar and he has no projectiles. But I'm telling you, if I switch to Palutena or if I switch to Pokemon Trainer, it'd be an entirely different stage.
Right.
Like, it's like, once again, that's just the thing that pisses me off with Incineroar. You gotta work like 10 times as hard as other niggas playing as this dude, because he has a especially shitty thing. Like, he's one of, like, for me, he's one of, like, the worst characters. Not the worst one, because he does have high damage. He's definitely, in my eyes, one of the worst characters in the game.
Yeah, we got 4 viewers right away, boys. Woo! Starting to get some rate. Oh shit! What was that? Oh, my fucking nail clippers fell behind my computer. Fuck. Alright, Path 81. Here we go. We're gonna hop right into this. Dark Hero, Dark Neutral, Dark. Damn, we're actually doing the Dark mission in Westopolis for once. Last stream, we were only doing the Hero mission the entire time. Aside from, like, collecting the keys and shit. This will be an interesting change of pace. Alright, so let's... What's the... Okay, so Westopolis, Digital Circuit, Prison Island, Mad Matrix, Iron Jungle, Lava Shelter.
Saying Windy Hill is what?
Yeah, it's too bad it's Windy Hill, though.
Really good in this game. You know, too bad it's fucking Lost World, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and just is Windy Hill in general.
I like Windy Hill, though.
What the fuck y'all hate? Y'all
It's
just
like
fucking
the only stage in Lost World that I actually like. And then there's fucking, you know, every other stage that makes me want to die.
Is it because it's just Green Hill? We're familiar with that.
No, it's
Pow! Oh, pow! Thank you.
No, y'all just suck in Lost World. That's why y'all hate.
Pow! 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 Hey! Hell yeah!
Oh, I'm about to use this.
They don't give up. Okay, let me switch over to fucking live chat. What's fucking popping? What's up, Flicks? Sorry, I didn't see that message at first from 3 minutes ago because the word fucking is in it, and apparently that stops it from being in the top chat. So I have to remember to turn on live chat every time because I don't really give a shit about YouTube's restrictions and shit. So. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, but like I get why it's done, but I don't need to roll that shit. Only for a minute. Fuck no, I stopped. Shit. Oh man.
We need assistance.
Sorry, I got a group system tonight. You're not sound dumb as this.
Let's see here. Jump. Did I get him off? Yeah, I did. We're good. What's up, gamer? Alright. Doing every path, because why not? Ooh, do you actually like Shadow the Hedgehog, though? I'm doing this because Shadow the Hedgehog is one of my favorite fucking Sonic games, and I want to complete it, but... I don't know, if you're just doing it just for the fucking dare of it, then, like, you gotta be prepared, because there's a lot to go. You gotta keep in mind, I've streamed this for about 15 hours, like, total now, from all the streams together. and I'm only 21 paths in, and I already had 4 paths done before all those streams, so.
How many paths is he?
326 total.
Nigga, what?
Yeah, and I have 20. Okay, cool. Then yeah, you might be good then. But yeah, I only have 21. Not that I mind. Like, once again, I still love playing Shadow the Hedgehog, so I don't really give a shit. But at the same time, like, I know that there's a lot to go into that shit.
I can't do that shit. I'll take a cancel this download.
Yeah, well, it might take you quicker depending how much time you put into it, because I'm only ever playing Shadow if it's on stream. Not because I don't like playing Shadow unless I'm streaming it, but because, like, I want the progression to be with all the people watching and shit, you know what I mean? So, it's kind of how it is.
See, remember last time when I
yeah, literally, like, if you do a path a day, you'll be able to get it done in less than a year. Easy. If you just play Shadow the Hedgehog for like an hour a day.
2 hours. 2 stages, I'm done.
Exactly. Yeah. Do we gotta do the Dark and Mad Matrix again? Damn, dude. Alright.
That was bullshit. Come on. I really can't stand these fucking characters like Cloud, and they make me want to cut off their own dick.
Well, Cloud can just cut off your own dick for you, though.
What is this sensation?
Cloud's on that
Feel this attack this light.
Honestly, yeah, the way Shadow the Hedgehog looks is just fucking... I feel like a lot of the aesthetic choices would have looked better if this was, like... If this came out now, or even if back then they just used a better visual engine. I think most people can agree that the Heroes visual engine just fucking sucks. There's barely anything to the light. Are you serious?
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, I love the way Heroes looks. Heroes looks really good to this day.
The in-game shit?
Yeah.
Oof. No, I can't be dealing with this way this engine renders shit. Just looks so fucking
Heroes
gross.
looks really good. I like it.
I can't be doing that shit. Alright, well... Well, okay, so Shadow the Hedgehog uses the exact same render engine. How do you feel about the way Shadow looks?
I've never seen anything Shadow the Hedgehog.
You wouldn't even watch my streams? Come on, man.
No.
My cousin saw my screen and asked me if this was Sonic Adventure 2 DLC. They were dead serious. I like that. Sonic Adventure 2 DLC. Except that would mean I'd be playing Sonic Adventure 2, and that in itself is kind of not a good idea, so.
Damn.
Oh, this fucking
All of me. Now you're really getting into the Shadow the Hedgehog spirit. But yeah, honestly, I've heard a lot of people. I haven't heard much about it recently at all, but from like all the other experience I've had, most people just don't like they might like the aesthetic choices of Heroes, but like they don't like the render engine, because like the engine is just, there's nothing going on with the lighting, and I feel like that was just a big issue with both Heroes and Shadow, and I feel like if there was a better render engine with it, that they would look so much better. You know what I mean? Even if someone thinks they look good now, there's just a lot of improvement you can make on the render engines themselves.
Why does
What
nigga
the
Shadow
fuck?
keep stripping on the pole? I'm watching the stream.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God, this thing.
Yeah, like even with reshade off, this digital circuit shit is too bright, and once again, since there's nothing actually to the lighting, it just looks
That is
fucking
fucking
dumb.
bullshit, dude. That second stock was fucking dumb. I hate playing with stage.
Choices are good, yeah, but the render is, yeah, like, well, once again, my biggest problem with these games is not their aesthetic choices, but their render engines. That's really it. I don't know who made this fucking gross-ass render engine.
I know who made Jacket Beats.
This game is big gay.
That's why I don't be playing that shit much anymore.
Make sure I don't fall.
I really don't give any shit about Smash anymore. I don't fucking. I'm not even gonna bother with Wall of Light. I'm not gonna bother with fucking anything.
This game is such bullshit. Like I'm telling you, I hate the way it's fucking made. They did a shit job designing these characters. That's all I feel. Just in general, half of these characters are designed like they were done by a fucking kid.
Don't let no fanboys hear that.
I'm so upset. I'm telling you, this is the thing. I feel like a good fighting game. Everyone should be viable. And
They took the DLC and made it a separate disc. This looks nothing like SA2's fucking render engine looks way better than this shit, honestly. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. This looks just like SA2. What a fucking joke.
Shit look nothing like it too. But to me, these lows look better.
The emerald is up ahead. Let's go.
This fucking Donkey Kong is dash attack.
There's an entry
Come on,
point
you
for the light speed system.
I mean, oh shit. I forgot. You can't be saying shit like that. Sorry, dude. But
What'd you say?
I said the N-word.
Nigga,
Dude, didn't we dedicate like a 10-minute section to explaining why like the N-word shouldn't be limited to fucking anyone? Because it's just most of the time it's just some petty shit. I'm pretty sure on that 7-hour stream you and I were talking about that for at least 10 minutes.
I'm like the only black nigga that don't care about who say the N word.
Nah, I let my
I really
friends say
don't
my
care.
name.
Yeah, like what the fuck's the fucking point?
Looks like they're sending in their new
Once again, it's not like they're being legitimately racist, and if they were, you'd probably be able to tell and you'd actually fucking do something about it.
There's a ton of searchlights. You can use them just like you did before.
Fucking bitch.
Stop attacking.
Stop attacking our allies. I have to if you want to progress in the level. And that is another poor design choice of Shadow, when you have to attack enemies that you really don't fucking need to be hitting to progress through the fucking level. That is one poor ass fucking design choice. I can't even defend that
Alright,
shit.
so Shadow fucking dumb.
Wearing their glasses. That doesn't excuse the fact that they legitimately called it Sonic Adventure 2 DLC. Yeah, they could tell enough to think that it was Sonic Adventure 2 DLC. I think that's enough. Yeah. The closest this game has to lighting effects is Bloom and plastic characters. Oh shit.
Yeah, everyone in that game does look like really plastic, so you know. But even then, I still just I like Hero's bright color palette.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, it was all down to just the way things are rendered, not so much like the style of the environment they're going for, how bright the colors were, things like that. It's really just how everything either looks like a flat map or gross plastic. That was my issue.
I like that plastic.
Yeah, like I like the aesthetic. Like if they remastered Heroes and gave it like a modern fucking look and shit, it looked like a AAA title in this day and age, I'm sure I'd love the way that shit looks. But like, it's just with how it is currently, it's like oof. And like again, it's like a 2003 GameCube game, so like I really don't give a shit. But at the same time, you know, it doesn't mean I like the way it looks either. You know what I mean?
That's it. Oh fuck, no, it's not it.
Force the liver by stealing one of the creature's discs. This saucer seems to hover.
That's really good. I saved off this one.
Just Sonic just the one with Shadow's playable character, and it looks different. It looks different than the other. Yeah, that one. And yeah, this is my favorite SA2 DLC right here.
No! I such a fucking idiot. Oh god. Oh my. Shit, dude, this. I fucking hate GSP so much. It always goes down like by 700,000% when you do something wrong, but when you're doing something right, it only goes up by like 10,000.
By like 2.
Yeah, GSP is stupid.
Sounds like Elo, buddy.
I'm like actually upset. I should have won that match, but I didn't.
Subjugation treated. Worthless animal. Damn, you like that dodge?
The smaller worms that come from its mouth can only
Man, that's so dumb. I really should have. I really should have fought. Oh god.
Open this door. Open this fucking door. Give me those tank nozzles. Woo boy. Let's go.
Why did that super retro gamer? Was it because I was shitting on
Oh,
Fire?
I ain't tripping.
I know he plays Mr. Prom.
Super retro gamer. It's probably because he felt like he was being ignored, honestly. Which, honestly, I don't fucking understand that kid, honestly.
So more likable than Star fucking Storm.
What'd you say? What'd you say, Mono?
I said still more likable than Starstorm. Fucking hate that kid, dude. He's
Yeah,
so-
because at least it's funny to watch him fucking do stupid shit. Shit!
Yeah, like, Star is just obnoxiously dumb, and it's really annoying.
Damn. Dude, I hope Star's like in the fucking stream and starts yelling at you and shit.
I really hope whatever the fuck it is, I hope they are. Oh my
Whatever the
God.
fuck it is, I hope.
Like I'm telling you, that I've never been annoyed by a Sonic fan so much before because he's so fucking obnoxious with whatever you know they have to say about the series. Like wasn't she like I left the series for however many years, and then I came back because of like manias and dumb shit.
Ethan.
Yeah. Because apparently Classic Sonic's the only thing that can get people like to like anything about Sonic. There's some shit like that. All I know is that people like
forces to have their own under control or something.
yeah, like nobody fucking. This is just so fucking dumb.
Ugh.
Like,
Why?
Yeah,
I hate when
he-
people have Final Smashes on. Like it's like it's so gay. It's big gay. I hate.
Loki, that shit.
You don't like Final Smashes?
No, yeah, I'm telling you. No, I like Final Smashes, but not when I'm like trying to, you know, play online or whatever, because it's just like a cheap way to get a kill. Especially with like people who have like, you know, really.
Okay,
big
Smash
Final
the
Smashes,
Final
like,
Smash meter I can understand, but like Smash Balls and shit. I
I
think
just don't
Smash
like
Balls
playing
are
with
fine.
items online. Like I'm trying to get my GSP up. I don't want my.
Oh, you mean like
you know,
specifically matches against like people you don't even fucking know just to get your GSP?
Right,
and shit.
yeah. Like we play with Smash Balls and the Smash meters on all the time. It's just the fact that like, you know, when I'm playing online and I'm trying to get my GSP up, I'd rather they were off altogether so that people weren't able to get like cheap kills and shit.
Right.
Cause more often than not, whenever
Hell
I get
yeah,
killed by
buddy.
someone
Big
with
Nico
a
stream.
Final Smash is like Nah, yeah. That's the thing. I did like it's not me hating Star. It's just like what an obnoxious, like nasty personality. Just can't.
Loki, you can't.
I'm gonna be real. That sounds like you hate him to me.
Huh?
He low.
It really do sound like you hate it.
Yeah, I know that, but like just know like it's not because I don't pay. Like I think maybe a year ago I probably would have said I hate him, but I just don't pay attention to it. And it's
Right.
annoying when it
But like when it happens, you just have to deal with it. And it's like, oh, this is so stupid.
Right, yeah, like maybe like January last year, I definitely would have been like, yeah, I hate that shit, but now I just don't give a shit. Like he's annoying and that's it, so you know, not much I can do.
I'm just still stuck out into the light, bro.
You like some meat? Oh fuck.
Sorry, this shit garbage. I don't care.
Yeah,
I said
Unleashed
that
is
shit.
like
I hope
pretty
niggas,
fucking.
I hope niggas in the chat start saying some shit.
Slide right under things. Wii. Nintendo Wii? No, is this not safe for work? No, it's not.
Nintendo Wii U.
Yo, this dude has assist trophies turned on. Like, can we not, please? Oh my god, this is the cheapest shit.
I downloaded Shadow the Hedgehog. Really true.
I remember when I first tried to get Motto on the stream, the first thing I tried to show was like fucking Caffeine playing in the Egg Breaker fight.
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
That shit was funny.
Like, listen, this guy has both Final Smash and assist trophies turned on. Like, come on, stop.
Shadow,
you're so cool.
You can't like turn that shit off in the settings. Like, if you
No,
Well,
want-
yeah,
I
but
don't-
it's not his lobby though.
Yeah, I have to play with his rule set, and it's so annoying.
That's
Like, I just don't.
okay.
I don't like playing this game with like if I'm playing online, I just don't like playing this game with that type of shit. It just once again it just leads to like cheap deaths and shit. Like this nigga, he got 2 of his kills on assist trophies alone. It was so annoying.
I'm playing off. I can't play with my fucking items.
Yo, this is bullshit, dude. Come on. Yeah, this is really serious. That was such bullshit. He won on assist trophies alone. He got like 3 at a time. Oh my god, this game is cool. Listen, and it's like I think it's for the past 3 games, for the past 3 games, I've been playing on everyone else's rule sets, and so I'm wondering what's going on because I know for a fact I don't have final smashes or
Set for your
what
for
else?
rules.
Assist trophies on. Yeah, my rule set is literally 3 stocks, 5 minutes on Omega or Battlefield, and that's all it is. I don't like. It's just like I'm fine with playing with that in lobbies, you know what I mean? But the thing is, when anybody goes online for like what's that shit called? For like, you know, quick play or whatever, most people are doing it for like, you know, that For Glory type stuff. So I'm just wondering why they didn't bring For Glory back. Like a lot of people were saying it was bad, but I never really felt that way. I thought it was like fine.
Wasn't shit wrong with it.
Yeah, I don't know why, because so many people were like, For
Once
Glory
I've
was
got
so
all the
fucking
chaos
terrible.
aroused,
blah,
then
blah,
I'll
blah. Like,
know the truth.
looking at it now, I'm just like, was it really though? Like, what was the worst thing that happened in For Glory? I don't understand.
Wasn't For Glory just the competitive mode?
Perfect.
It was literally, yeah, it was just quick play, except without the rule sets and shit. So it was always an all items off, smash. Like, it's just like, there was For Fun and For Glory. And For Glory was like 1v1, Battlefield, Omega stages and shit like that. So I don't know why they took that out. It's much better than this quick play stuff with the rule sets or whatever.
Just in general, I think they kind of fucked up with Smash Ultimate.
I don't know what Sakurai is thinking when this shit crosses his mind. Like, I'm just like sitting here and I'm like, in what reality does this make sense at all?
He's like these little niggas don't buy the game anyway.
Yeah, honestly, low key, like people would buy this game regardless.
If it isn't Shadow,
He's like,
I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play offline. To be honest.
If
Fuck
it
buying
isn't
online.
Shadow.
low key, I got to that point where I'm just like, yeah, let's just play offline. I don't know. I just get angry when I'm playing online, and then I see these dudes with like their assist trophies and stuff. Like, that's big dumb. That's stupid. Not doing that. honestly.
Get better than no, because you can do that shit.
Yo,
Just
yeah,
better.
for real. Listen, Plymouth. I know
Yeah.
that you like Shadow the Hedgehog, but like at this point in time, you gotta stop playing that game. It's like the worst Sonic game ever made.
Okay.
Bro, doesn't
Alright, I'll end the stream now then.
Hell yeah,
So-
that's what I'm talking about. Put on Alvin and the Chipmunks, Nintendo DS.
Alvin. Oh, what's up, Twip?
Oh, Twip's in here? Hell
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm
There
about
he
to say something,
goes.
Mama. Come
He fucking left.
Oh shit, he left. Fuck.
Damn.
on. he peeped the stream. He on you stream.
He was
Like,
like,
oh,
oh,
no,
he's
free
screaming
promotion.
Shadow the Hedgehog, gotta leave.
Oh,
No,
oh.
he saw that all three of us were fucking Alvin and the Chipmunks, and he was like, alright, I regret my decision immediately.
Yeah, he was like, fuck that, I ain't gonna stay here. Yo, can we talk
Yeah.
about how, like, how nasty spirits look? Like, no, not nasty, but like, doesn't it, just a whole bunch of like PNG images, like, from all these different games and stuff, this cross-contamination and all this.
See,
Yeah, and some of them are 3D renders, some of them are really shitty, like 2D pictures,
Yeah.
some of them are like low poly as shit.
Yeah, like, look at this, look at this.
Gee,
Look at it. I think, since I know the most about the Sonic series, I can tell where these renders all come from, and it's annoying me, because they're renders from, like, Lost World, and then there are renders from Forces, and there are renders from, like, that shitty 2012 period where they just kept on releasing these god-awful renders. Like, the Amy render, that's what it reminds me of, it just is nasty. And there's the ones from, like, Generations, I think, and there's some from the right.
Just in general, like, renders don't have any personality at all anymore. They all just look fucking
I
stupid.
really like the Sonic Heroes renders. Those look really good. Just in general, I think they did a very good job of making them all stylized and Jun. It really gets me. I think the Mega Man series is the only series with like spirits that are consistent, like in terms of artwork. Like, cause you know, for the most part, all the artwork is traditional, and so they have literally all the artwork in the same style and stuff, and it looks pretty decent. And
I
then
would
there's,
say that my favorite renders in general would be from 06. That's just that I think 06 does the most things right in general for Sonic.
Hey, Rel, at Twip, tell him to come back so we could talk about before someone noticed. Oh no, he said I can't talk at 2 a.m.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
like I knew I wasn't tripping.
Why'd he join the voice chat in the first place then?
He probably just wanted to check out what was going on.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Watch you gonna at everybody one of these days. Whole bunch of little niggas gonna come in and out. Starstorm.
Starstorm.
He on the road.
Starstorm.
She's it on the road.
This is awesome, dude.
She's like, I've been watching this stream. I heard what he said about me. Bullshit, dude.
I'm on the road.
Next time you decide that these guys decide to beat these.
Oh yeah, let's get Starstorm in for an exclusive interview. How you feel about that model? You think it's a good idea?
Hell yeah, it's a great idea.
Shit gonna be funny. Make sure y'all act. Make sure y'all act.
Fuck, I'm dead ass. They're probably gonna join the stream and hear about this shit and then just block us. So,
Yo, shit.
I think that they're gonna
I
confront
don't know.
us and they're gonna tell us the same shit about like good and bad that they've always been telling us and shit. That shit will be
I can't
funny.
believe
I ain't saying nothing wrong. I ain't saying
Nah,
nothing
but
wrong.
like,
That's my business.
though, something I can talk about is very easily we've come to realize Twip is the only Sonic tuber I can actually like handle. Not even like handle, but just like what's the word? Actually can like respect a little bit, like just in general.
You know.
The rest of them are so like obnoxious about everything. Him, I'd say Twip and Night of the Wind. everyone else is just so obnoxious about shit.
Night
Like,
of the
I
Wind
honestly
was
have
going
nothing
on
to
about that one time about like Unleashed and objectivity and shit.
Yeah.
And
Right,
that shit was
that was
that shit was fucking stupid. But I think he learned his lesson after the fact, so it's like whatever.
he definitely said afterwards that he was just like, you know, he was being like devil's advocate and trying to what's it called, stir shit up. So I definitely don't think
He
he's like,
showed his start shit up with Premi.
You can stir shit up with Premi just by saying, "Do I
Just
love
by
Unleashed?"
literally just by existing.
Yeah,
Let
it's
him
just
talk,
like.
man.
I like everything else about Unleashed, but I don't like the Werehog. Can I say I love Unleashed? And then Premi still like. Premi says brings up some random shit from like over a year ago and says that don't sound like no love. Yeah.
I could just say I don't like Unleashed.
Got a whole lot of love.
You got a whole lot of love.
Got a whole lot of love.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that Daddy Plymouth?
Alrighty, sir. Don't spread the sickness.
Don't spread me my legs.
Put on the blindfold. What are you talking
I do
about?
ever like start
The bird box.
some shit about some shit with. What the
No,
fuck?
low key though. I remember when that
What's
whole
the
thing
bird
was coming
box?
out, where
Okay.
that whole thing came out,
Oh,
where
okay,
they were
cool.
talking about, you know, the Golden Gate Bridge being Radical Highway.
Oh, that shit was fucking funny.
Yeah, I remember me and
Sorry,
Stripu were
friends
like,
right now.
yo, it doesn't like just because, you know,
Yeah, I've heard
just because City Escape is based off of, I mean, the entirety of like SA2 is just based off of San Francisco doesn't mean that, you know, it's going to make like it's not gonna be a reference to SA2.
It's.
But, you know,
Do you
obviously,
know how many
like-
films are filmed in San fucking Francisco? Like especially Hollywood
Yeah.
films.
Y'all know the movie Monsters vs. Aliens?
Monsters versus aliens. That's a good
It
comparison.
got Radical Highway.
All right, so which
Yeah,
movie do you think is
yeah,
gonna be better, the Sonic movie or Monsters versus Aliens? Cast your vote.
Monsters versus fucking
Monsters
aliens.
vs. Aliens.
Oh shit.
Ah,
Damn, it looks like
It didn't
nobody
get
has
hard.
Hedgehog power anymore. Nobody has
I
no
already like
Hedgehog
this
faith.
movie. Huh?
Bro, I remember being at a fucking party, right, when the Golden Globes were happening. And I remember when Jim Carrey said, I'm in a movie, it's gonna be Sonic the Hedgehog. I remember someone was like really fucking hype about it. He was like, yo, wait, nigga, huh? There's gonna be a Sonic movie? And I was like, yeah, buddy. He was all happy and shit. He was screaming. He was trying to tell everyone at the party, like, yo, check this out.
Yeah.
Niggas was so excited.
And then when I got home, I saw there was. I was gonna be like, all right, so there was a little bit of negativity in the tone of Andy Samberg, so somebody's gonna take this shit the wrong way. And as soon as I get
Right,
home,
yeah.
I look and Premi the Rebbe's the first one to hop on that shit. Honestly, it kind of surprised me when Twip wasn't about that life. He was like, y'all niggas are dumb.
Exactly what happened.
No, yeah, for sure. Like I'm telling you, I think just in general, people give Twip way too much shit because of the forces. Like literally the only reason
'Cause he likes
I gave him shit
forces.
was because last year it's because I think he was one of those people who was skeptical about
Yeah, he was
forces,
like,
and then he ended up
he
liking
like-
forces. And
he
so,
did like
so it's
all
funny.
He
Oh,
like
go ahead.
he
Yeah.
started the whole force. He started like the whole forces shit. Like he always made forces videos every day and shit.
Yeah.
But then he ended up
Yeah.
liking it. Niggas got like he never said he loved the game. He just said he liked it.
Right, and the thing is too, like at the time, I think there were times where Twip was just like he would make a video on basically fucking everything, and then half the time he would clickbait too. But I think the difference between Twip and like anyone fucking else doing the Sonic Tuber shit is that he actually learned and tried to develop a little bit. So I could definitely respect
I like
Twip a
the
lot
way
more
he-
than like anyone else. For sure.
I
And
like
just in
his
general,
style.
after talking to Twip, I actually got to like talk to Twip, like just him and I, for like it was like 30 minutes or so before everyone noticed. They were like, yo, Twip's on, and like everyone on the server started hopping in. But him and I were just talking, and he's a fucking cool dude.
No, I
Yeah,
used to,
I like
like I used to be on that bitch nigga shit. Like, let me tell you. So, like, a lot of this too, low key, if I'm being 100%, a lot of this too was when, you know, Snow would do some dumb shit and then put it in the server, and then I'd be like, oh, we're gonna go do some dumb shit too, you know? But yeah, look, like I'm just like looking at it now. It's just in general, a lot of the niggas, which is why when you know when I was like, hey, I can say Twip is my favorite Sonic tuber. You know, I can definitely tell that's why he put the thinking emojis, because he was probably under the impression that I didn't like him.
Right.
You know, which like definitely isn't true. Like I just think in general, I'm sick of a lot of people in this fan base, because a lot of them are just fucking big time annoying.
Right.
And what's it called? I don't know. It's just like he seems to be doing his own thing. He gets a lot of shit just for being Twip at this point in time.
Yeah, honestly, like earlier, like Rosie was I remember she was talking about how like at least the Smash fan base doesn't have a Twip, and then we were like, oh, we haven't really updated Rosie on the fact that Twip's not a bitch nigga.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what she means. At least there are so many annoying ass niggas in Smash.
Right.
Come on, what are you talking about?
They got the friends.
They got the premies, they got the gamer guides. They're on an overload right now.
What is like Gamer Guide is just kind of, and I think that's why Gamer Guide made Super Smash Bros. Z. He was like, hey, my people can really appreciate this.
He was trying to become a fucking Smash tuber for a while.
Was he? What a fucking joke!
That nigga's so fucking
I'm carrying. Sorry.
Fuck, I don't know which one of these niggas is which. Yeah, he was on that shit where he was all like, he was on that shit where he was all like, yo, I don't have to. Fuck, I forgot what he was saying. Oh yeah.
Oh, he don't like that nigga.
Yeah, when he was like the Smash Ultimate drops, what's it called? I'm gonna definitely give up being the Sonic fan. Go to Smash.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
He just keeps coming back to fucking Sonic.
Hey.
They don't want him either. I don't know what he's on. No one wants your ass.
Yeah, nobody wants fucking Gamer Guide. Honestly, what happened to Rawway Submachine Gun? I remember that shit was fucking funny too. You remember it was like Radioactive Raw or some shit?
Oh yeah, that nigga.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Okay, I was mixing up a fucking city in New Jersey with Radioactive Raw. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh
I
shit.
watched that video talking about he left.
Dude, Raw and Gamer Guide were like circle jerking the whole time. Circle jerking, gherkin spurkin. You know, they were. Honestly, I could see some fucking 69 going on right there, dude. It's just like nobody will ever know because we're being fucking bitches online.
They keep on like saying, "Oh, Sonic fan this, Sonic fan that," but those niggas were the only niggas like talking.
Yeah, legit. They were the only ones talking about how terrible the fandom was. And I remember there was this one tweet I said, it was like, you know, when you're constantly shitting on this community and whatever, it makes sense that they eventually get really fucking sick of you. And then they stop respecting you altogether. And that's just what it was, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Basically, they shat on people for being shit as if to make them like go against them, and then that somehow confirms that they're like just god awful. It's like a fake confirmation, and it's so fucking stupid because at this point everyone knows that Gamer Guide's a fucking prick, except for people that just are just like Gamer Guide anyway.
I'm the number one Twitch fan, guys. No, yeah, but like legit. Premier is just like really toxic with what he thinks sometimes. Gamer Guide is just like kind of fucking toxic in general.
Or guy's just a fucking idiot.
Let's go. Come on, pack nigga. Yeah,
My first time knowing about the game that got me. And I was watching
so
Fly video.
Like, listen, if I would ever try and like integrate myself into any other group in this series, you know what I mean? Like, not saying that it would happen, probably most likely wouldn't. But like, if I had to choose, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'd probably go with someone like that Jesse Pajamas movie Mikey group. Like, just in general, those movies seem really chill. If I had to become friends with like anyone, it'd probably be like Belina Productions or something. Just in general, not too interested in.
You say Belina Productions?
Yeah, I love that nigga.
Oh, I remember seeing shit about them being one of those niggas that just like drone on and on about objectivity and shit.
Nah, he's never. I've never heard him.
Really? I remember when Around when Forces was coming out, he was one of the people that would shit on anyone and everyone. I don't know if that's changed now, but I do remember seeing a lot of shit about that. I don't know.
You catch me subgroup. You catch me with the niggas that fail shit. It's the only niggas I fuck.
No, yeah. See, I had to leave the Tails channel Discord server because fucking that what's that name?
Tracker.
Tracker. He pisses me off so much. I can't stand him. He's so annoying.
At first I thought he was annoying, but nah, he's kind of cool.
No, Tracker's just a fucking idiot.
It's
Is what he
other,
is.
It's some other niggas though. It's some other niggas.
And Tracker's like official press too. Apparently, I was like, huh? This is just he's like the press.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He's legit the press. I was like, what the fuck? This is just some dumb, obnoxious ass nigga. How is he fucking the press?
No, that's some other.
I'm gonna get myself. He is like a reporter and I'm pretty sure, or at least a writer for something. All right, hold on. Let me get on blood orange.
He's just annoying in my eyes. Like I've tried to like just listen in, but whenever I have to talk about Sonic, I just want to die. Cause it's not a thing. Where
He's not like how you said back then. That's all I gotta say. Some other niggas though. When you say if you don't like Starstorm, you don't like the two niggas that's in.
Like, wait, who? Wait, hold on a second.
It's some niggas like some maniacs like. Say something bad about Sonic, they popping up quick talking about LOL Sonic, you know it's bad, mania this. Like, just say anything about modern Sonic. It's basically just some little niggas though. Just little niggas.
Oh, okay, alright, yeah, there are definitely people like that I know, but just in general, I'm just sick of those type of people. Like, hold on a second, give me some.
Alright, every time they talking, I'm gone out the conversation. Like niggas, this one dude fed up with that shit. Like they always talking like objectively and shit. Like, the fuck?
Wait, who?
These two niggas in the Tails trying to Discord.
That's probably. It's honestly, it's a lot of Sonic fans that do that shit.
I know, but
I'm pretty sure Tracker's definitely one of them.
No,
Tracker, he didn't like these niggas.
Tracker and Indigo Rush, they're both really annoying.
The worst thing I've ever heard is fucking reluctant Sonic fan.
Yeah. Indigo Rush takes the cake for me when I'm thinking of niggas who are like caricatures of Sonic fans. It's Indigo Rush. Can't stand that motherfucker. He's so annoying.
Oh, I accidentally hit quit. I meant to hit restart.
Like, listen, for me, the thing that really just gets me is when you're talking about how you're a reluctant Sonic fan. Nah, I ain't messing with that shit. You can get out of that. You can get out of my face with that. It's so dumb.
How are you a reluctant fan of anything?
You can't be. Like, that's a direct.
Bro, I'm dumb as hell. Let me look up what reluctant is.
What'd you say, Ro?
I'm dumb as hell. Let me look up what the word reluctant.
Oh, you don't know what it means?
I'm dumb as hell. I probably do.
You probably do, but just don't remember.
17 years old, don't even fucking look.
Will let me lean toward
Wait, hey Plymouth, did you play Twilight Princess?
while grinding.
Of course I did.
Was Ganondorf called the King of Twilight in that game?
No.
Who was?
Zant was the king of Twilight.
Okay, right, but I'm looking at these two now. I think they fucked up the spirits.
Safe word.
What's my safe word? What's my safe word?
He might-
Pawala.
He was Demon King.
Okay.
But I think he's always been Demon King, hasn't he?
No, he's been like King of the Gerudo before.
Thought he was.
Yeah, no,
he was the
okay,
king.
but yeah, in Twilight Princess, he was Demon King. And that's when he actually started using a sword in his Ganondorf form.
No, yeah, because in Ocarina of Time, he was King of the Gerudo.
Oh, nice. Y'all don't play. I don't like that. I can't play that shit. Twilight Princess. Like,
Twilight
that wolf
Princess,
shit got
Twilight
me to
Princess
sleep.
is the most boring fucking Zelda game to me. You can't say-
Exactly. I can't
Can't
play
say
that shit. I don't want straight through Wind Waker.
What?
Yeah, fuck Twilight Princess. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm on. I'm gonna play it eventually, like, but I can't touch that shit right now.
Why?
I got it downloaded. I
I can't.
I just
That
played-
looks like the most. It looks like the most stale Zelda game out of all of them. I just don't like it. Just don't like the way it looks. Don't like the way it looks like it plays. Like I haven't played it myself. These are all just assumptions I'm making based on like gameplay.
It play like Ocarina. It play like Ocarina. It's just.
Alright.
It plays way better than fucking Ocarina.
Just in general, I don't like the way.
There's
it plays.
actual. It's like one of the only like Zelda games aside from fucking Wind Waker to have actual intricacies to its combat.
Oh yeah.
And granted, it is moves you unlock over time, but at the same time, like it's still far better combat than anything we've gotten before. And honestly, I could see the visual thing. I could see that, but for the most part, I feel like Twilight Princess gameplay in general is better than most of the shit we've gotten, especially the combat.
I don't even care about combat in Zelda though. I play it for the puzzles.
Well, the puzzles
I just play that shit.
from memory, the puzzles has been pretty good too.
Right, like I plan on playing it eventually, just because I do want to play as many Zelda games as I do. But like, Twilight Princess is one of those games where I look at it and I'm just like, yeah, this doesn't look that fun to me.
I just.
Like Wind Waker, that's the
honestly,
type of shit I'm looking for. Like literally,
That
I
shit
think it's just.
fun, too.
I think Twilight Princess is the only Zelda game I've yet to play that just like mainline, like 3D ones, is the only ones that I've yet to play just because I just don't like anything about it at all. It just doesn't.
The only Zelda game I'm not playing is Majora's Mask. I don't like that
Majora's
shit.
Mask is pretty fun.
Majora's Mask is
I
really
don't
good.
like that time shit. I don't like that time shit. I like to take my time playing games.
Yeah,
Talk about you got 3 days
I
for
can-
the.
All right, okay. So after the first 3 days, and after you get the Deku Mask, let me teach you a trick. Okay, play the Song of Time backwards. Now you got time.
I don't even know what the song time is.
Well, the game will teach you the Song of Time. Honestly, you're good to go.
I just stopped playing that shit. It's just like
Where
3
the
days.
fuck is the? Okay, there's a shadow.
Ocarina of Time is really good though. I played that shit on 3DS like I think a couple years ago. I remember this is a damn good film.
It's an overrated but good game.
No, yeah, it's definitely overrated. I remember when people were calling that shit best game ever made. I was like, you know, I
Yeah, no, I definitely can't agree with that. But
I can't agree with that shit either.
honestly, my 3 favorite Zelda games would be probably what's it called? Twilight Princess, Majora's Mask, and Breath of the Wild. I haven't really been like super into any other Zelda game, and the only other Zelda game I can say that I really like was what's it called? As far as the main line goes, I haven't played Wind Waker, so I can't say shit about that. Ocarina of Time was alright, but it wasn't my favorite. Same with Skyward Sword to me. But I have the only other Zelda games I've really played aside from that were like the first 3 2D games, and like those are all right, but I just much prefer the 3D stuff in general. Just 3D games, not even in Zelda, just 3D games as a whole. Usually, I'm gonna be more inclined to like those.
Hey, I like Mr. Panther.
And I think first that's a reason. That's a main, not a main reason, but it is a big reason why I prefer Modern Sonic Classic. The rest of my reasoning is just that I think that Modern Sonic games just are universally more fun than Classic Sonic, aside from a few exceptions, because it's just like Classic Sonic has always been fucking boring to me, honestly.
The only one I like really love for real is Sonic 3. I have a Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles was pretty good. I think the only game I really liked was CD because it was different, but I think that's the main reason why everyone else despises it with a burning passion. So it's like
because that game is just fucking bad.
Okay.
Legit.
I used to hate that game, but I don't hate it.
Most people hate it. So basically, Mono's the sane one, really.
I still hate it.
The only thing I really just don't like about CD is its level design. Its level design does not complement classic Sonic at all. You know what I mean? Because it's all vertical.
Right, yeah, and I can see that, but at the same time, like, for that's why it doesn't bother me, because I just don't really give a shit about the classic Sonic playstyle to begin with. So that's why I'm usually fine with it. But I can see where someone's coming from on that front.
That's the only thing that holds me back in regards to
Most people I've met, Flicks, do not like CD at all.
Yeah, like CD is just one of those games where it's like I definitely don't have like I think the aesthetics I could probably go without because I don't like the color. I don't like the color palettes for some of the stages and whatnot. But that's not even that big of a deal to me. You know what I mean? It's just a little nitpick. I for sure like think CD's an all-right game. It's just like one of those games where it's like the one thing is so integral to like me enjoying the experience that I just end up not enjoying it at all.
I guess there's not weapons there right now.
The special stages can fucking go.
Honestly, I literally don't like any special stages in any Sonic game ever, so it doesn't even bother me that the special stages suck, because if you ask me, they always suck, so.
For me, I just think, I think that most fun for me. A lot of people don't like them, but I think Hero special stages are actually pretty fun. Like, for the most part, whenever I'm playing through, like, Heroes or whatever, I'm like, okay, this is pretty fun. I like it.
Just in general, I feel like we don't need special stages. I just think we just need, like,
honestly,
good fucking stages.
I do honestly like special stages. I don't like how... I miss special stages a lot. Like, I think it was nice to have special stages be, like, you know, there's still, what's it called? What was I saying? There's still, like, you know, Chaos Emeralds, they're, like, still integral to the plot, but you still have to, like, earn them. And I think I missed that a lot.
That's one reason why.
I can see that, but I don't know. I don't want to play some, like, gimmick stage. I just want to play, like, I would rather just earn them through an actual stage, you know what I mean? As opposed to some random, like, half-pipe gimmick or...
Even then, it's not really earning them because you're just playing through the stage. Like,
but if you fail, you still don't get it. Like, once again, it's all about just, like, the gameplay of the stage itself. I don't really give a shit to do some half-pipe gimmick when I could just, like, do, like, just, like, a really, like, a much harder challenge stage, and if I fail, I don't get it. If I succeed, then I get the emerald. Like, you can implement that while having, like, the core gameplay sort of remain, instead of having... Because my biggest problem with most special stages is that they all just fucking suck, and they feel so disconnected from everything else. That's why I feel like no special stages have been able to accomplish... I don't really feel rewarded when I get the Chaos Emeralds, because it's just not fun getting them in the first place. It's cool that it's the implementation of their importance to the plot is done in such a way that requires you to actually earn them yourself, but at the same time, none of the stages have ever been fun for me, so I can't really get behind that.
So what you're saying is you suck at the game.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Wow.
Sorry, Doctor, but this is the end.
Yeah, that's
all right, Mono. You just a little fucking bitch who sucks at the game because you can't deal with the Belmonts.
Oh shit, fuck? Sorry, bro.
Yeah. I fucking hate shit like that. Even when it's ironic, it's just annoying to hear shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just so, it's such a fucking stupid and toxic mindset when like it's being legitimized. It's so dumb.
I mean, you talking about when I said it, you probably just suck. People get pissed off.
Yeah, literally, because like you can't like, there's nothing to argue there. It's just somebody being an asshole. And that's it.
Start got so fucking pissed when I said that.
I'm fucking dead. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, for real, Rel. Stop fucking talking. This is why you're portrayed as like the fucking asshole in the Chipmunk movies. Because you keep doing shit like this. This is why people don't fucking like you. Am I the only one that thinks Omega's ballerina victory animation is plain badass?
Everybody I know.
I don't know about that.
Everybody I know who knows Rel just fucking loves this nigga. He always has his like own fucking role or something, like in every server.
Yeah. Rel's a good friend, but like, still, it's just fucking dumb shit. All right, what are we doing? Hero, dark, hero, neutral, hero. Okay.
All right, Shadow the Hedgehog finally got done like a shit on me.
Do you want the custom version with my music?
Hell no, I'm playing this shit on the Wii.
On Wii, nigga. Oof, I think you can just take the ISO and put it on there and it'll just read it as a GameCube game.
Which among these spirits is
I honestly think that. I think that actually works. If you put an ISO on a disc that's big enough, or like has enough memory, I think you can straight up just play it with like modded, with like whatever changes you made, but in the fucking on the actual Wii. I think you can actually do that.
Probably can. I might try that shit one day.
Right? No, I get it. I'm not asking you to. It's just that just came to my mind. I was like, wait, you can actually fucking do that, can't you?
You probably can, but shit ain't work for me, bro. Might work because they say you can do shit with.
Because you're fucking gay.
Fuck is my country?
We need to have a time lapse of Westopolis runs. What the fuck? Yeah, because Westopolis is the only stage that like you always have to do, so I could see that. Yeah, like I was saying, I remember talking about this on an earlier stream. I was like, niggas complaining about having to play through Westopolis 10 times. They ain't never had to play through Westopolis 326 times. They don't know about the life, buddy. That's because they have their sanity. I don't. And proof of that is that I love Shadow the Hedgehog.
I like Lost World, so I don't know.
You like okay?
Fucking serious?
Well, oh shit, he doesn't want to be your fucking friend anymore, buddy.
Nah, I can't take that shit. Like, low key, you can like any Sonic game except for fucking Lost.
He said that shit.
Damn, dude, Mono is about to fucking block you and fucking expose you for being a pedophile rapist on Twitter.
Yeah, anyone who likes Lost World is a pedophile or rapist, listen.
Anyone who likes Lost World is a pedophile rapist. What the fuck?
Hey, look, just know you just won't see me praising it. I just say I like it.
Oh man.
I don't even play it a lot. I just play.
Lost World is a big fucking oof, dude. Oh wait, shit. Hold up.
It might end up like my opinions changed on Mania. See, I like it after I played it again.
Why is shit on sale again?
Oh, this game came out in 2005.
Oh, yeah, no. Lost World ain't on sale no more. I was thinking of like getting it just for the fuck of it, but I didn't. I forgot.
I ain't even buy.
I fucking hate Lost World so much. That is like
I ain't even buy.
Alright, Rel, start debating with Mono about why Lost World is good.
I ain't say it was good. I just said I like it.
That's still just as bad though. That means
I ain't buy it, so I ain't saying it, so.
You say I ain't God, so I don't have to explain myself?
He didn't buy it, so he doesn't have to
Oh, okay.
offend
I
you.
just see Ryan from Tails channel was in here.
Wait, so you like Lost World, but you know nothing about Lost World?
Wait, in the chat?
Yeah.
He was
No,
in the chat?
nobody said they like Lost World in the chat.
No, like I mean, he was in the voice chat, like the voice call.
Who was in the voice chat? Oh, Ryan from Tails channel? It's a guy named Ryan Scarlett. Friends, YouTubers, cool. Oh, that's shit. I think that's actually Ryan from Tails channel. What's up,
No,
man?
yeah, it is.
Oh shit.
Is he in the chat right now?
Yeah. He's in the
Oh,
voice
yo,
chat
let's
right
talk
now.
about how fucking garbage Lost World has been. Listen, never in my entire life have I just like had a fucking Sonic game that's just like such like ass. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I'm not one to define Sonic for people, right? I hate when other people do that shit. It's just like the series means so many different things to so many different people that trying to define like what objectively is this and that is like trying to fucking debate whether or not the sky. You know what I mean? You're always gonna come out on the bottom, right? You're gonna be on the losing end of that argument. See, the problem with shit, hold on a second. The problem with Lost World though is I feel wait, hold on a second. I feel like yeah, give me a second.
So if you're saying you suck at the game, so you hate it.
Oh Jesus.
I'm about to come in and eat your ass. Let me tell you.
Yeah, Yamato's about to crawl in there, dude. And the fucks and the screams, every nightmare, every dream.
No, I mean, I remember.
Wait, does this path put me through the fucking doom? It does. I have to go through the fucking doom and then go right back to fucking lava shelter. God damn it.
I do not remember.
Oh man, I have to fucking play the Doom. Fuck, dude. I would rather play the dark mission of the Doom than the fucking hero mission, just cause at least I'm killing shit. Oh fuck, dude. Oh, that's annoying.
All right, yo. So like I was saying, I feel like there are still some things, right, that are just like a part of the character in the series that everyone can. Oh shit. I feel like there are just some things that everyone can agree on that are just like part of the character in the series, right? I feel like Lost World is just the epitome of everything the series should never be. Just in general, in terms of gameplay, presentation, music, and just general being, I feel like Lost World is the worst Sonic game we've ever gotten. Because at least with the 06,
You haven't played it.
you can speculate. You can speculate about what it could have been. You know what I mean? That's the finished product right there. That's what you fucking got. What you got in Lost World is what they intended for you to get. And with that, right, with the fact that there's no room left for interpretation, and you can't really be like, oh, this was gonna be like, if you can't use the like as much as funny as it sounds, right? 06 at least has the debate that it probably would have been a better game if it was finished. You know, Lost World was finished, so you don't know, like you can't use that argument. It's literally just you got this nasty ass fruit roll up type Sonic game. And that's what you
Fruit
got.
roll up type Sonic game. I think it said fruit roll up. I think that's what got me the most out of this entire fucking conversation. I like
But
that.
saying, basically, I kind of agree with him. I love like thinking that shit was a Sonic game, honestly. Like when I first started playing shit, I'm all like, yeah, this shit is Sonic. Shit, Mario faster.
The first time I saw it, I was like, Yeetus fetus.
I was like obsessed with Sonic like back in 2013 when that shit came out. I want that shit.
Yeah, that Lost World shit isn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
fucking Sonic.
Legit, it's not. It's just not. It's not. That's like literally to me, it's everything that you should expect from the series, right? If you like Lost World, more power to you. I don't really care. But like at the end of the day, I think you need to understand where you went wrong. Right? You gotta break it down and look for the problem.
It ain't Sonic.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, it's
that
not.
shit.
Yeah, and I feel like
Yeah,
the
it's a
opposite
Mario
is
game.
true of fucking 06. 06 is arguably one of the most Sonic things we've ever fucking gotten.
I don't know if I got any shit.
I don't know about that one. Shut up, Rel. What the fuck?
Because
Once again, this is why you're fucking Alvin, because you don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, come on, that was just a wrong
That,
opinion.
yeah, that was just
That was just a
objectively
wrong
wrong opinion.
No, that shit ain't Sonic.
All right, let's check the chat. Lost was casually enjoyable if you just pick a random one.
No, hold on. He's saying something. What are you saying?
I said because Sonic personality in that game is not Sonic. That's all that shit.
No, you're right. You're not. He's not wrong.
Okay, but on that front, yeah, I can see what you're talking about. But like in general, there was just with all that passion of the ideas they had to throw in there. I feel like there was the foundation for.
Listen, bro. Listen. Wait till this video drops.
Yeah. Honestly, it would just be easier to let his That would be easier to let the tribulations of Sonic the Hedgehog come out than to explain it myself. Because I don't know how many times I've had to fucking explain myself with this shit. When I can just let you explain it.
I'm like,
I ain't trying to wait till February 9th.
You are trying to wait, bitch, because you know it's gonna be a dead ass good video.
Yeah, you're gonna watch it anyway. Come on, bro.
Yeah, come on, Rel. If you're gonna be a part of the squad, you have to watch the video. Speaking of, after this stream, I'm gonna finish writing my fucking presentation versus gameplay video, because honestly, I'm tired of like not having anything to post except for me just playing fucking Shadow the Hedgehog and shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I fucking love this game, but I feel like I've just completely neglected to do fucking anything.
I need to start doing YouTube.
And I really need to, and I feel like forcing myself to create those videos would be actually good to
Sonic Forces.
keep myself in line too. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah, for sure. Like, I'm pretty much just waiting for high school to be done at this point in time. Because literally, as soon as high school's over, I can start like going ham on all the videos I want to make. Like, I have a list of videos that I want to make. There's obviously the like hour-long first part of this 06 video, and then there are the other like hour-long parts, and then there's like I wanted to make a video on Sonic spin-offs and shit, and then there's just a whole bunch of other stuff.
Hey, Mon, can I ask you something?
What?
Are you actually gonna use that fucking Elise render? Like, I won't be offended if you won't, because honestly, the model's just fucking terrible. I'm just curious if you're just gonna go with the official one anyway.
Nah, I don't know. I might just go with the official one, because if no one's making, fucking Elise renders, right?
Yeah.
Like, I really don't want to use that one, because it's just like, it's not even a thing of rendering. It's just like looking at the.
It's just a shit model.
Yeah.
There's not much I could have done about it.
Right,
yeah, the fucking hands.
Yeah,
I remember when you were like, hey, can you make her clench her hands a little bit? And I started fucking laughing. You were like, nigga, what are you talking about? I'm just like, all right, let me show you something right quick. And I showed you what happened. You were like, oh.
That shit is nasty. It does not.
Ooh, looking back at 06, I still think using Silver's ability to smack robots together is freaking awesome, and I'm sad we might never get to. Yeah, I love the way Silver played in fucking 06, dude. There was just like
honestly,
there was refinement to be made, obviously, but fuck, dude.
I may just like not split it up into I may just go with the original plan and have the first part be like an hour and 45 minutes or something.
That's it.
Yeah, because I don't know how long it's gonna be, because I told you I started writing I started rewriting the conclusion, and so far I only have like this new 5 pages or whatever.
Right.
So like the review itself, like of me talking about stuff in the game and whatnot, is 45 minutes. But I know for a fact I'm gonna go back and add some stuff. Like, the second sneak peek, there are some thoughts that I have that I left out of the original draft of the script, so I want to go back and rewrite it and then add those things. There are a lot of sections in the video where I feel like I have more to say, but I didn't put it in the original draft of the script, so that's what I'm gonna do. And then that should probably, I don't know how much, but I know for sure all those sections together should be at least over like 3 more minutes. So then like the review section itself would be like maybe 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes. The review section itself should be like 50 minutes. And then after that is all the like conceptual shit. And the little like tirade.
And that's just for the Sonic part, right?
Yeah. And then after that I have to go back I'm not gonna go back and redo all the levels with the other two because that's kind of redundant. I'm going to instead just really bring up their play styles, bring up the story aspects, talk about what I don't like, and then I start introducing them. It's just gonna have that's just like how it's gonna go for that part. And after that,
I need
Black
something to
Bull.
write about.
Oh, what's it called? It's called Black Bull because it's from the Black Arms. And there's another boss in the game called Blue Falcon. They're references to F-Zero.
yeah,
Sorry, I was answering someone in the chat. So continue.
but yeah, I don't think the Silver and Shadow part should not be over an hour long. I don't think.
Oh yeah, I'm sure of it.
I don't think they should be.
So, are you splitting? What's the first part that comes out with the Elise render, and then the second one that comes out with the Sonic render? Which one's which?
See, since the Elise thing isn't working out, and I don't want to kind of like, I don't like mixing renders. I'm probably just gonna do the original plan, push it back a week, and then try and put it all into the first part. Because initially the first part was just gonna be the review, but I may have to put the conceptual stuff into it as well. And once again, it's just like, I just really don't like mixing different renders together because it looks kind of gross. So,
Right, yeah, it would be weird to have the official renders and then mine and then the one Dutchie has at the end of the series.
yeah, it's fucking weird. Not gonna do it. So, after that though, it should be fairly simple. I think. I'm still not done. I have to go back and look over that little section I had where I was like ranting.
So, what are we doing? Because what are we doing for the final part that uses Dutchie's render?
Oh, that's just gonna be all the videos compiled together.
Oh, just so that there's like a full thing.
Yeah, that's gonna be the full version.
Okay, that's good because that's what Rosie was waiting for. She was like, I don't want to watch this shit until the full thing's out.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be the full version, and I was gonna split it up, but now I'm just gonna put the conclusion in the shadow part. And then after that, I'll upload the full version.
Oh, that's right, because you do Shadow last. Oh, I still haven't done the Shadow render for you. Before I added all the fancy fur effects and shit, were the materials on Shadow like still to your liking? Was that good? Like
yeah,
before I added. All right, cool.
If you want to, you could try it with both the gray strands and the black strands or something.
Okay.
Like, just so I could see, because I assume it's not that hard to change between them, right?
Yeah, no, it's just like both would take a bit to render, but it's not hard to change them. I would just render one and then go in and change one value and then just render it again.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So just do that and then
Cool.
choose which one.
Hell yeah, buddy.
Oh, this nigga shot.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you don't want it with a fur ship. I can just turn the actual like fur particles off. So.
Yeah. No, but like I think, like if I had to, I think the entire thing should be done for sure by July.
Like the whole series.
Correct. Yeah, the whole thing should be done by July. Just because right now I really want to work on it for fucking school shit. But like after this trimester, it should get a lot like the workload should get a lot easier. And then after that, I can dedicate more time into doing this shit. The only class that would be a problem for me is calculus, but I don't take calculus seriously because I'm never gonna use calculus after high school. Don't know why I'm in that class, but yeah, once I think as soon as May comes, because May is like sort of like the pseudo last month for us. As soon as May comes, that's when I can like actually get into it like hard. I really want to see if I can, because I kind of want to do like another playthrough of the game.
Right.
And sort of just see.
Shit, where did my fucking...
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to talk and play this I want to do another playthrough of the game, but I want to like stream it this time. So I'm working on getting that shit all worked out and stuff because I want to stream more. I never do stream.
Fucking saucer go.
So maybe after this first part's out, that's something that I could probably do.
You know I'm popping up in your stream.
Hell yeah, I'm down.
Talking mad shit on Unleashed.
Low key though, I've been playing Unleashed again. Man, I'm just starting to realize how much I don't like the boost. Like it's like, I definitely don't think Unleashed is a bad game, but I don't think it's like one of the best Sonic experiences anymore. Some people think it's boost game. I just don't.
I never thought it was, honestly.
Like I still definitely do like it still is one of my favorite Sonic games, but I used to like I was definitely.
You used to idolize that shit.
Yeah, I was like, this is my favorite Sonic game, but after playing it again, I realized that a lot of it is just part nostalgia, and I'm not too into you know, actually, like I don't know, it's just like one of those games that exists for me.
Yeah, I can
Like
confidently
Heroes,
say that
I
it's
played
one
Heroes
of my
again
favorites,
recently.
though.
I still love Heroes. Like I still really like Heroes. Still really like Adventure. Still really like. Well, not really like, but I definitely am like fine with Adventure 2. I don't hate it as much as I used to.
I still can't stand that shit, honestly. That shit makes me want to
no,
die.
yeah, but yeah, but like the
I
thing
was
for
like
me,
say
is
some
just-
shit like maybe you just suck, but no, like
yeah, it's weird because it's like it's so sad because I really like 06 and I would easily say that's my favorite Sonic game. But it's not really for what's in the thing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't really like it for what's, you know, it's more so what could be done with it. Because I like the you know, base game enough. Like, obviously there's still like some issues with it, but I like it enough to be like, okay, yeah, I dig this, you know, this is cool. What's it called?
Yeah, I think I definitely like, what's it called? 06 more than you in terms of like the actual game itself, but I think we both understand pretty much on the same level the conceptual shit.
Right, yeah. I don't know. I just think, like, honestly, 100%. There have been people who don't agree with me, but I do 100% believe that if 06 was given a proper development cycle and finished 100%, it would be the best Sonic.
Yeah, I'm certain it would be. There's not a doubt in my mind.
Perfect.
would have been
Yeah,
gold
I don't know.
these games as 06 was good on.
Like, I'm telling you, if 06 was good, this series would be in such a better place, you know what I mean? All the problems that the community in the series is, like, facing now, I think, stems from 06's failure. Sega just in general.
And I'm not mad at 06 for it. I'm mad at how 06 was handled.
Because it was fucking Sega. They were the ones who were behind all this shit, you know what I mean? Like, you can't really get mad at anyone besides Sega because they're the ones who are like, oh,
Sonic Team would probably be happy developing these fucking games if not for 06 failing. Let's be real.
it was, yeah. They probably would. Like, you know, and the thing with me, right, is just that, like, after 06, Sega just got so, what's the word?
Complacent?
I guess they lost, like, all confidence in their work, in my eyes. Yeah, and they became more complacent. Like, people were complaining about how quote-unquote lanky Sonic was in 06, so they started making him all, like, you know, stubby and shit with these, like, nasty ass.
Yeah, what's it called? So many things changed for Unleashed because 06 didn't do very well, which was in itself supposed to put Sonic in a direction that would improve because Shadow fucked up. So basically 06 was trying to make up for Shadow spin-off's mistakes, and in doing so it ended up making more mistakes than even Shadow could, right? So, well in most people's eyes anyway. I think 06 is a far better game than Shadow, even for as much as I love Shadow, but at the same time I can't deny that people would probably hate 06 a lot more than they hate Shadow for a multitude of reasons. So it's just kind of how it is.
Yeah. Honestly, that's just all. Like, because for me, it's just like, once again, and the thing that like I think upsets me the most is whenever I try and explain my sentiments about 06 to like people, and I'm like, yo, listen, you know, this game, it's like, it's bad for sure, but like everyone fucking knows that. I definitely think there's something worth paying attention to here. Whenever I do that, it's just like, oh, it's fucking 06, bro. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. It's like, because nobody wants to fucking listen ever.
Right, yeah, and it's just like, yeah, I know it's 06, you know. I think, I'm not saying the game is good, right? I'm just saying that there's a lot of potential here. But a lot of people aren't, like, you know, willing to listen to that because, once again, it's Sonic 06. And it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you like 06, you fucking idiot, you such a dumbo. And it's just like, I'm like, fuck.
I'm not about that shit.
And that's just the biggest thing for me. It's like, once again, I think 06 was a big missed opportunity. And just in general, I don't think anyone would be able to argue against me that the series would be a much better place if 06 was a financial and critical. Well, no, 06 was a financial.
It was one of the best financial successes.
If 06 was like actually a if 06 was like, you know, actually like what's the word? If it like, you know, did really well with the critics and shit, for sure it would easily been one of the better selling Sonic, right? It would have been one of the, like, you know, best Sonic games. I feel like just as a whole, Sega would be in a much better mindset in terms of like how they handled the series and stuff. And on top of like everything else, I feel like the series would be in a much better place. I honestly believe that, like, you know, we would still be getting Sonic spin-offs. We would still be getting you know, series like Riders instead of this fucking Team Sonic Racing bullshit.
I think Free Riders fucked up the Riders series, though.
Honestly, though,
they kept going with that shit.
I do think Free Riders was that, but just in general, look at how Free Riders turned out. It just wasn't a fucking Riders game.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, fuck, dude.
Riders died long before Free Riders came out.
You think so?
Yeah, I definitely do. Because if Riders still had, you know, what's it called? If Riders still was like, you know, at the very least, like had an inkling of still being there, you know what I mean? It wouldn't have looked like that. It wouldn't have felt like that. It wouldn't have played like that.
Right.
All the soul was sucked out of the series long before Free Riders came. I don't blame Free Riders for the death of Riders. I feel like it was just an excuse to kill off Riders. There's no way, in any sense of the word, that if Sega still gave a shit about the Riders franchise, there's no way they would have ever made it.
They would have never put that fucking Connect on.
Yeah, they would have never made that shit Connect.
Connect wasn't even
like, I still think Free Riders is the worst Riders game, even without the Connect, just because it fucks everything over. But now that you're explaining it, I can see what you're saying. As far as like,
consider that a Riders game at all.
Yeah, definitely. It's just such a fucking. It literally takes the fucking Riders series and just makes it like a normal fucking modern Sonic game with Connect. And the modern style we have right now is already fucking gross. I think we've established this. So, like, combined with just the game sucking, I think there's just not even. It's not even like a fucking contest, dude.
Yeah, like legit, like it's not like I don't consider that to be a writer's game at all. You know what I mean? Like just in general, Sonic. Like people don't agree with me too, right? But I'm telling you, the series lost its soul when 06 failed. That's all it is. Like Unleashed to me just doesn't feel like Sonic. It feels like there's definitely semblances of like Sonic there. You know what I mean? Not semblances. What's the word? Remnants of the series there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, it still just doesn't.
What's it
feel
called?
Like
That's why I liked fucking Null Space so much. It was still a short ass Dumb Forces stage, but there was some semblance of like a Sonic Soul in that bit of presentation near like closer to the beginning, and just the concept of it in general. I liked what it did with the what's it called? The vocal theme of the game playing around the climax as opposed to the ending, and I feel like there's always little blotches of spirit, but it's like Sonic's dying, and sometimes you get his heart going a little bit with a defibrillator, and then he goes back to being dead again. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. There, like even Mania, I feel like just the fact that like for me, I like people think I'm dumb when I say this, but the returning stages in Mania kill the experience so much for me. And I feel like just the fact that there are returning stages in Mania just like holds it back as a Sonic game. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it just Mania doesn't have its own identity besides being, hey, look at this cool game we're making after you guys asked us to make it for such a long time. That's the only vibe I get from Mania.
Yeah, it feels like if it's clear there was passion behind it, but like its identity is just a classic Sonic game that wasn't released in the old days. That's pretty much all it is.
Like I still like Mania. I still think Mania is a really good game, but it doesn't stand on its own 2 feet, and I think that's more important than it being like for me. I think being a good game is fine, right? But when you don't have like something as integral as like your identity down first, it's not something I can just be like, oh yeah, for sure, this is like, you know, the best Sonic game ever released. It's for me like this series, its spirit and its soul is so important to like just Sonic as a whole, right? If a game is released and it just feels like it doesn't really have a soul of its own, I can't say it's the best experience, because once again, at that point, I'd say go play Sonic 3 and go play CD, go play Sonic 1 or 2.
Yeah, and you fucking hate CD. I think that kind of speaks volumes.
Like, that's the biggest thing for me, and it's like, you know, I think like overall as a whole, like a lot of people love to say shit like, you know, momentum-based gameplay defined this series. Sonic wouldn't be anything without momentum. That's wrong. No,
it's presentation and style defined the fucking series. It's just when you had an older game like that where you could speed run fucking anything, you had to do something different with that speed, and that's why there was momentum. But guess what? We live in an age where you can actually have an identity aside from simplistic shit like that, and you don't need to keep yourself stuck in the past like that. It's so stupid.
The biggest thing for me is it's just like momentum. It's definitely like it definitely set the gameplay apart. But whenever anyone thinks of Sonic, whenever anyone like remembers the series, and most important of all, right? Whenever Sega was advertising the bitch, it was always, look at how fast he is. You know what I mean?
Look at how cool he is.
No common person on the street gives a shit about whether or not this Sonic game has good momentum. Like obviously,
exactly. What if you had an advertisement that's like, look at this insane momentum physics, back to the class? Like no, it's fucking retarded.
Momentum isn't a Sonic thing; it's a platformer thing. But more importantly, it's just a video game thing.
Yeah, it's a free movement thing. Obviously, you don't have momentum in fucking Tetris. Right, but if you have a game with free movement, it's because this is what, like, when Metro brings up like, oh, we should have a like movement system like Sunset Overdrive. I don't really think that, but I do think that there should be actual fucking momentum to it, not because it's Sonic, but because you're actually moving a fucking character. Momentum exists in real life, and once again, like, even if it was like simulated just through animations, like that's pretty much what Metal Gear Rising does. There's no like real momentum to it, but there's a sense that it feels natural because people knew what they were fucking doing and they knew you had to do that in some way, right? It's
That's
not.
all it is. Like, people put this emphasis on like Sonic and momentum, like it's like a thing where it's just like, you know, you
Like
have
there's
to have
no alternative.
Sonic and momentum. That's not the case in my eyes. Like, legitimately, I don't think that momentum is as important to modern Sonic as it is classic Sonic. Like, I understand that with classic Sonic, but modern Sonic isn't classic Sonic. And the thing that pisses me off, right, is that people, I'm calling this age the assimilation of modern Sonic. Because I have never seen so many people wanting to have these modern games play and feel just like the classic game. And it's so mind-numbing to me. Because what's the point of ever having a different, like, it's a different iteration on the series for a reason. You're not supposed to have the exact same style of gameplay, the exact same type of, like, you know, art style, the exact same character designs and interpretations. Like, it's different for a reason, right? So there's no, like, no one would ever be able to convince me that this series needs to be streamlined all the way through. It doesn't make any sense to me. I would stop following the series as a whole, if it got to the point where everything was classic Sonic, I would just not. I wouldn't want
I
to be a
said
part
that
of
shit.
it at
If
all.
I see like a mini
Yeah,
or
I
four,
would fucking I would
Like,
pop
I'm
the
telling
fuck
you,
out of there faster. I'd become a fucking dedicated Mario fan if that shit happened. Fuck that.
I was
I mean,
so
fuck
pissed
Mario.
off. Like, no. Listen, I was playing through Odyssey the other day, right? And I was so upset because I was just like, this is such a good game. Why couldn't we get a game like this? Because Sega, I'm telling you, Sega, I love fan interaction, but Sega has gotten way too involved with this fandom at all. No fucking reason for them to be this involved with us. You know what I mean?
Right.
The thing is, people like to act like they know what's best for the series. You got these niggas making these videos about, like, these hour-long videos about, like, how this type of, like, these, like, listen, shit like...
No, was it Sonic Spitball? I
Finally-
think is a good example of that.
Right, like, I think it's a very well-made video, but I think where he went wrong is trying to define Sonic as this one thing, and that's the only thing it can ever be. Because that's a tenet of Sonic. That's what the series is. Blah, 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 blah. Bullshit. Get out of my face with that. The biggest thing for me is it's just like, I feel like a series should be free to you know, experiment in as many different ways as it wants to. I think Sega's problem was obviously, you know, experimenting in the mainline games. Like, but, you know, let me tell you something. All of this experimentation shit came after 06. I don't think that's a coincidence. Because it's not. Like, it's legitimately
Exactly. Because they don't know what to fucking do. They got scared.
And the biggest thing for me too, right, is that just in general, the biggest thing for me is just in general, when we're constantly giving Sega this rhetoric of, oh, you know, just let the fans make the game. Mania is such a good game. Classic Sonic is good. Make everything momentum. Do not. There's
Sonic
don't-
Team Techno.
Do not pass go.
Yeah,
Do not collect $200.
we don't leave any room for interpretation. Like, for them to just like be free and make the game they want to make. That's when you have shit where people are just so like. That's when we get games like Forces, where it's so very obviously corporate and it's so like devoid of any soul or personality. Because Sega was just like, what's the fucking point? You know what I mean?
Radical
It's
soda.
Sega was a very, sorry, Forces was a very desperate attempt on Sega's part to give us what we wanted. That's all it was. And I think for the most part, that's where, you know, they went wrong, is just giving a shit about what we wanted to begin with. Because as much as people would like to say, I know what I want from this series, it's never gonna be the collective. You're never gonna have people who are, you know, straight up just like, oh yeah, I want this too, right? Like, there's always gonna be something to agree. It's one of the reasons why you can't do shit like, you know, utopias or whatnot, because everyone always has a different opinion. So for Sega to try and like put us on this pedestal and really take what we say into account, even though half of what we say is absolute bullshit, that's their biggest problem right now. They have a problem with listening way too much.
Yeah, and then for some reason people say like they don't listen fucking enough and they have to do this, they have to do that. When it's like the problem is that we're listening to you dumbasses in the first place. So
Right,
why do you want them to just listen more?
And they're giving our like words like way too much value. You know, like what we're saying is not that valuable. I think for sure like every company should listen, but there has to be a limit. Like look at Capcom, right? Monster Hunter World is the best example of Capcom taking what their fans want into account and just like going from there.
Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah, people have been asking for Devil May Cry to come back for ages, and people have been asking for a HD console Monster Hunter for years. It's been a thing since 4 came out, since like 3 came out, and when they finally do it, right? They have the console Monster Hunter, but they're not listening to every single thing the fans are asking them to do. They're making the game they want to make, and as a result, Monster Hunter World is the best-selling Capcom game in all history. Because they listened to the fans, right? But they didn't jeopardize on their creative integrity. They were still able to make the games they wanted to make. That's the problem Sega has now. They're not making the games that they want to make. They're making the games they think we want them to make.
What's
And
it
like
called?
at that point in time, I would hate my job if I had to like literally make games based on criteria that people set out for me beforehand. I wouldn't even do it. I would just quit. I would find something else.
Right, there's a, what's it called? There was a thing, I remember, I was watching an IHE video, and he was talking about the relationship between, like, the corporate and the actual, team creating movies, right? Ideally, you'll want the, what's it called? You'll want to give the team their freedom as long as they work under like the time constraints and the budget and shit, right? But like the thing is that the corporate just decides what the game is going to be specifically, and then puts a budget on them, puts a time limit on them, or they spring some shit like, oh, we have a Nintendo deal, so all of your work on Boom, yeah, the game's gonna suck, but we want you to release it anyway.
Yeah, you gotta leave some room for interpretation. You gotta let these niggas like, cause this is art. You know what I mean? You don't go fucking with people's art. Just let them do what they have to do, and then leave it at that. This doesn't have to be a thing where you're all like the shit. Once again, the shit with momentum is what really fucking kills me. What? Like, let me tell you something. So many people love like the Boost games, Generations, and Unleashed and shit.
Yep.
Those games, while they do have momentum in play, they're not like completely. You
don't even have to go that.
Momentum.
You don't even have to be that recent though. You want an example of a game that utilized momentum but wasn't based around it? Sonic Adventure.
Right. Yeah.
For the fucking the first 3D game did not base itself on fucking momentum. It used it because it helps a game feel like a fucking game.
The thing people don't understand is that not everything has to be like classic Sonic in order to be good. Like, there's definitely a playstyle that can work and still be really fucking good, just so long as it's polished, well thought out, and fun to play. Like, I don't think people realize I don't play video games for like a fucking momentum simulator. I play them to have fun. As long as it's fun, I don't care.
Right.
Like literally, you could do, and this was a thing I was telling you about that I wrote in the script too for this video. What's it called? Mario is one of those characters that can literally do and be in anything, and people will still play it because he's Mario. And I definitely think that Sonic is the same, but it's devolved to the point where Sega has like actually legitimized the bullshit, stupid debates that we have amongst ourselves to the point where it's gotten to the point where it's like not Sonic, it has to be a certain type. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest mistake Sega's ever made, is actually giving us the time of day. Because at the end of the day, once again, we don't fucking know anything. None of us are none of us are like actual like seasoned game developers. Like, what's his name? Christian Whitehead was, which is why he got to work on Maniac, right?
Even people like Oban, who's making like the fucking Infinity engine and shit, it's not like he's a super seasoned game developer. He's just making like a relatively impressive like thing, right? But then people treat that as, oh, the fans are just better than Sega objectively, and they should always do stuff. And it's just, it doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever, because
I'm not a fan of Sonic.
Yeah, and especially because, what's it called? For every Oban, you have shit like who's the guy that got fucking who was involved with Sonic World and was asking if it was okay to rape their roommate or some shit?
Fucking what's that nigga's name?
Ozcrash, yeah, okay. And obviously, I'm not saying this isn't. I think everyone who's making fan games is a fucking potential rapist. I mean this as in, like, as far as quality of these games and shit goes, for every Oban, you have like 50 Ozcrashes.
Yeah.
And like nobody knows. You see, you have these 2D fan games that like come out all right, but that's because most of the 2D fan games that are like really good are from people that have a lot of experience. And it's the same thing with Christian Whitehead, because he's been working for Classic Sonic only like a smaller amount of time, just like a tiny bit of, like, probably like 5 or 6 years less than like actual developers, right? And he's been devoted to Classic Sonic 2 for longer, so of course he made a good fucking Classic Sonic game. But you can't, especially with 3D games, because most of these 3D games are just fucking terrible. You can't reapply that shit. You can't generalize. That's like saying one member of a group did something cool, so the rest of the group must be fucking perfect. It doesn't make sense.
Right, and I was talking to True Blue about this yesterday, but one of the, like, this is a thing too. Last year, I was heavy on that type of shit. Like, just telling people straight up what to think, how they should go about doing it, and I was hella toxic, you know what I mean? We've talked about this before, right?
Oh, yeah.
And as a whole, like, just in general, there were a lot of things, you know, things going on outside, like, personal shit that kind of, like, was behind that as well.
Right, and I was able to tell that's why I'm still here. Because, like, I knew, like, okay, this can change, and he's better than this, so why would I just fucking leave him, right? That's why I stuck around, and now look where you are.
Right, yeah, and it's just, like, it was all really a thing of circumstance, right? But, like, one of the biggest reasons why I wasn't happy with my old channel, you know, the old one, was just because a lot of it was me just talking at people about shit. Like, I wasn't actually, like, you know, there wasn't room for any interpretation. I was straight up, like, on that, oh, let me define Sonic type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, oof.
As a whole, I feel like that's why the only video I kept up, the only video I still have was the
Forces.
Because out of all the videos that I made before then, like, you know, there are definitely ones that got a lot more traction than the Forces one. I think, like, the one that got the most was, like, at, like, 40K, and then the Forces one was, like, only 1,000. But, like, the thing that really makes me like the Forces video is that it has some type of integrity. It's mainly just me just sitting there talking about a game that I have an opinion on, that I want to talk about. And I think that's what I'm really trying to do with, what's it called?
No, 6 video.
This new one, and just in general, I'm more happy with, even if I don't have, like, even if I don't have 1,500 subscribers anymore, I'm much more happy with where this channel is now as opposed to where it used to be. And I think easily I could probably get to that point again, just so long as I, you know,
work at it.
Work at it, make videos that are worth people's time, and then most important of all, I just, you know, kind of stay in the right mindset about it, like not make it a thing where it's about bolstering views and making sure as many people as possible are something. Just like trying to make videos on things that I like and, you know, see if people want to watch it. And that's the type of mindset I have. I'm not really trying to be on that, you know, what's it called? Let's you know, make this video talking about how Sonic is this one thing and this is the most Sonic thing ever created, you know what I mean? Not to into that.
56. No. Why? No. Fuck. God damn it. I want to get a fucking sub 2 minutes on this at some point. There's got to be some way to do it.
Once I find all of the emeralds, then I'll find the truth.
Alright, so neutral dark, neutral hero, neutral dark. Okay.
Nah, but yeah, I'm trying to get a job too, because I wanna what's it called, when I get to college and stuff, I'll be honest, I'm not trying to get a traditional job when I get out of college, because I'm gonna try and be an author, right? But I need to have like a steady stream of income too.
I keep giving
so
fucking lava shelter endings. God damn.
Trying to get some better equipment so I can kind of build the channel up until I do get out of college, so that when I'm out of college, possibly I could have it be a sustainable source of income until I, you know, get the whole novel thing going.
Right.
Plus, I also want to bring back a lot of the. I want to bring back the podcast too, but I want to make sure that I have a lot of know-how on top of what's it called? On top of me having the right equipment for that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. I'm just a lot more optimistic with the channel this time around. Last one, toward the end of its lifespan, I just really started to fucking hate it. And it's also one of the reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of the Sonic community now, because like just in general, a lot of those videos would be like, whenever I would get a comment, it'd be something fucking demeaning or derogatory. I just feel like, fuck
Guess I
God.
have to go down.
That shit as a whole, I remember really started to get on my nerves after a while.
It's by using the X button.
So,
So what you're saying is,
yeah, I was saying is shook at the game.
Yeah, I gotta get better.
Fucking, what's it called? Let's rate the Sonic the
Ryan
Hedgehog
from Chaos Channel, who's been
vocal
making it for a
themes.
while. Have you just been listening to us, buddy? You wanna? What do you think? Oh shit, is he back? Oh, we gone that entire time. Shit.
no,
Oh my god, yeah, you would have gone for a fucking while. We were on this fucking, we were talking significantly,
damn,
and then
you
he just
missed
wasn't
it.
here.
Yeah, you missed it. We had a like entire long ass talk about the series and shit. Fuck. Yeah, it was.
I thought
Like,
he was here the whole time.
Yeah, no, I just
Nah, I
assumed
thought
he was
he was here the
listening
whole
in.
time.
Oh, he was
Dude.
gone.
Honestly, I kept checking back to see if he was fucking saying anything. But
yeah, I
he
thought
wasn't.
was, like,
I was like,
listening,
shit.
But nah, shit. Wow,
See
Ryan,
you
come on,
live
Ryan. Just
wherever
relax.
you go. What did I miss? So Sonic is a video game series. Ah, shit, he's got us there.
No, it's an anime. Did you not see Sonic X?
Did you say Sonic Rush?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, he told you something rush.
Its mouth can home in on me.
Yeah, it's probably Rush.
I don't know. Here, hey, Rel, start up another conversation. Or else I'm gonna call your mom.
Let's rank
Oh.
the Sonic the Hedgehog vocal themes.
I'll call Dave Chappelle.
What's your least
It's
favorite
fucking chicken.
Sonic the Hedgehog vocal theme?
Live and learn.
My least favorite?
Yeah.
Live and learn.
Probably Live and Learn. Yeah, I
Oof.
Learn.
Damn, oof.
I'm kind of sick of hearing Live and Learn, honestly.
I'm not talking about, like, what's it called? I'm not talking about just main themes, by the way. I just mean, like, vocal songs in general. In Sonic.
Oh, probably fucking Infinite's theme then. Shit.
Oh, oof.
No, it's still gonna be fucking Live and Learn. No. Sonic Adventure. No, Tails theme is Sonic Adventure.
Tails theme in Sonic Adventure? Fuck, dude.
I hate that bitch voice.
What the fuck is... Okay, what's Amy's theme called?
Oh, hot passion fire or something like that.
Hot passion, fucking hot passion dick. I don't... Either way, I don't fucking like that shit. No, fuck!
Fire, fire.
That's not Amy. That's not. That don't. That theme is not fit right.
What is... Yeah, that's Amy's theme, and I hate that shit. I hate that theme so much. It's so fucking stupid.
I can tolerate that theme more than Sonic Adventures too. Whatever theme too, dude.
Yeah, it was
I can
just...
bump, I can bump that shit in the essay too. You catch me
Yeah, they reused it in SA2, and that shit was way too fucking loud because of the audio mixing. Favorite theme is Stuff. Tough. Good job, me. Okay. Yeah, but it say that be my least favorite theme. Okay, so what about favorite then? Oh wait, fuck, I need to activate this.
Open your heart, the Generations version. Open your heart.
Oh, oof! Oh, damn, nigga, we gotta extract you from the Chipmunk clan.
Oh no.
I could have dealt with the fucking original, like the original adventure version. I could give you that shit, but the Generations one is one of the most boring songs I've ever heard. It removes like all instrumentation from it, and it just there's almost no beat, almost no instruments, and the vocals are fucking morphed in a way it just doesn't sound very good. Like I can't be doing that fucking generation. That Generations mix is so fucking boring.
Let's see what really
I'm trying to figure out who fucking asked me your fucking opinion site.
What'd you say? No, I legit didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I said, nobody fucking asked. I mean, who said I fucking answer your question?
Bitch, I asked you a question, so you should be able to fucking handle when I'm saying some
But
shit.
like,
Asshole.
but like, no, I don't know. It's one of my favorites though. I don't know. Is it a free? Is it a song free from free writers or? I don't know, honestly.
Well, I like Free. Free's pretty good.
Free's good, yeah. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it is a really good song. It's definitely up in the, definitely up
But
there.
the English version of Open Your Heart, it's something about that. I don't know. It's a little chorus, what it sound like distorted and stuff. I like that shit. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Like
No, here we go. My all-time favorite is that one. What's that Shadow song? Like, this is like life to be free, whatever that shit.
Waking up, breaking out. This is what it's like to be free. Rip it up and tear it down. This is what it means to be free. I love Waking Up, dude. That shit. You know who made that?
Oh,
That's the same nigga who made This Machine. Yeah, man. Woo. Julian K is fucking cool, dude. I love Julian K.
That's my second. That's my second favorite.
That'll be your second? I can see that, yeah. It's definitely one of my favorites. Oh fuck. Jesus Christ. Alright. I guess let's just go through like each of the games because like I think it'd be hard for us to remember every.
I hate Reach for the Stars. Reach for the Stars.
Reach for the Stars is your least favorite?
Reach for the Stars and Speak with Your Heart. I can't stand.
Speak with Your Heart.
Okay, honestly, I like Reach for the Stars is not fucking Sonic and it doesn't belong in Sonic, but I think as a song in general, I like it. But fucking Speak with Your Heart is retarded.
Speak for Your Heart.
I hate that shit. Speak with Your Heart was the ending theme for Colors.
Oh,
Speak with your heart.
Fucking Cash in their autotune.
Gorsh. Fucking what's it called? Honestly, I've never been a fan of Dear My Friend. I like the what's it called? I like the meaning behind it because it's like, you know, the relationship between Chip and Sonic and shit, right? But just the actual like song itself, the rhythm, the beat and shit like that, I can't get into that shit. I don't like it at all.
Here's the problem. I don't like 99% of the songs that Unleashed.
I can get behind that. I can see that.
Wait, what did you say? You don't like what?
You don't like most of the songs in Unleashed.
Oh yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of most of the songs in Unleashed. I think definitely Jungle Joyride. I like Endless Possibility. No, it's definitely not my favorite, but it's nice. Jungle Joyride. Jungle Joyride's probably my favorite from well, The Day would be second favorite. I think my favorite song from Unleashed would be the fucking nighttime theme for Jungle Joyride. That shit is just slick as fuck. I love it.
I don't like none of the nighttime.
I don't like none of the nighttime themes. I don't like smooth jazz when I'm black. Fuck, dude. I just wanted to see how y'all reacted to that shit.
And Ryan Scarlett, can I get an exclusive role in your server?
Nah, you gotta be.
VC turned from 0 to 100. Nah, we're only at like a 10 right now, buddy. You've never spoken with us before, have you?
He spoke with me.
It was like a tame 10, level 10.
Yeah, this is honestly pretty fucking tame for us.
I'll be going off to be honest with you.
Hell yeah, I could get a role? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, buddy.
I'm not in your, I gotta rejoin your server though, bro.
Wait.
Never say you
But Tracker's there.
If I get a exclusive role?
No, you gotta get. No,
If you get an exclusive role, you can make Tracker call you pussy and then say you are what you eat, and then he'll just die instantly.
You are what you eat, and Sonic eats fast. You're too slow. Come on, step it up.
Monocryptic.
Dude, Monocryptic's really bringing it in.
No, he said monocryptic.
Oh no! Shit! I'm coming back, bro. I'm coming back. I'm sorry, bro. I'm coming back.
What's going on?
Listen. Cause he knows I'm left. He has the eyes and ears. He's the server owner. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Oh shit.
Let me go get some food.
Alright. Fuck, is everyone fucking leaving right now? To go get food?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, what's
Sorry. I was talking about how fucking Unleashed is fucking garbage.
Yeah, I think it's
Oh,
better for us to go through the games that all have vocal themes and talk about our least favorite and favorite for like each one, because I think it would be hard. Originally what I said was let's rank all the vocal themes, and I'm thinking just like I probably don't even remember all of them. Right, you probably don't remember them all. We'd have to like think about specific games to talk about that. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like the vocal themes are a really interesting topic in general because like we only just recently got them back. Right, and there was something I feel like were part of like Sonic's character ever since CD. I feel like it was very, very important.
I can't remember no. Some songs I can't remember. Like some Sonic games I can't remember like if they had vocal themes or not after. The what's that game called? The one super game called. What's it? Did Sonic the Fighters have vocal themes?
What are you talking about?
Did Sonic the Fighters have vocal themes?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay, no, fuck that shit. Alright, fuck that shit. Alright, what's just name the game?
Perfect.
Well, listen, Ryan. Listen, bro. Listen.
Bro, this thing came back.
Listen, bro. I got hot. I didn't leave your server.
Monocrific.
Yeah, he's a blacker version of me.
He's a blacker version of me.
Like, I'm dark, but this nigga's pitch black dark.
God damn it. Oh my fucking god, this nigga Mono.
Monoglyphic.
I gotta be Tails channel correspondent. What's up, niggas? Monocryptic here, back with some Sonic news.
Now, if this was Ryan's server, you said that shit would have got people.
Shit. Fuck, I think I had some pretty meme-worthy messages.
Yeah, he was like, "Uh-oh." He did a little arrow that said Sonic. Sonic was my childhood.
Yeah.
Niggas, a whole bunch of people like pinning that. That was like easily the funniest message I heard.
And I never got pinned. What's up with that, Ryan?
And I'm not afraid to take you out. Sorry about that.
Guys, listen. Ruby, this volume was actually pretty good, except there's like Chad Ruby now. And I'm just like,
It was so good. They're lesbians.
Yo, I'm telling you, they weren't even. Yo, okay, I hate Blake and Adam, right? I can't fucking stand either.
Bro,
But
what y'all talking about? Twilight?
Right? I'm sorry.
Yeah. This was just an excuse for Yang to come in and be a fucking badass. So I'm good. I'm fine.
Avatar?
Right.
Ain't that nigga Yang? There's something about Yang? Yang from Avatar? Oh, that's Yang.
Yeah. Yang and Avatar? Hell yeah.
I never watched that show, so I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's powerful. Hell yeah. Listen, you guys just know how many people would be like, whoa, this is a really good host. He just said nigga on camera. What?
He just said nigga on camera.
I'd win like the streaming. I'd win the streaming awards for Tails channel. Hell yeah. Oh shit, yo, look, it's like a side scroller. Except like you.
Yeah, we see nigga all the time on the stream over here. It's because we know what real people are.
I think
I'm
I
still
should
trying to get a job at Tails.
A lot of people don't know, but you know, since I have a really white voice, but I'm actually really dark, so I can sing.
I can confirm this. Mono is dark as shit.
Yeah.
I almost didn't know if you were white, dude. Like good, like wild too.
Rel just sounds like a fucking PP head. I could see his fucking face on a Sonic OC with like a really simplistic stick figure face. I'm gonna be real with you. I could see that shit becoming real spice.
No. I saw different like in like voice chat and shit, but in real life I got like ghetto as hell.
Have I told you guys?
Okay, with the way you just said hell, I could see that now. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh wait, you actually did? Oh shit! All right, damn. A lot of people don't think I'm Black Love. Like, are you lying?
It's like you're like the anti-donkey, where people think you're white and like people think donkey's black.
Yeah, pretty much. That's a pretty good summation of it.
So does the pain.
Yeah, you need to hear a thing. I got a fucking country accent and shit.
All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here.
A lot of people are like, yo,
Echoes of
Mono gonna say the N word.
yeah, I think the difference is that people will yell at you for saying the N word thinking you're white, and then people will yell at me for saying the N word because I am white, but neither of us give a shit.
Look, he doing the sound, but white. Sound like. Never mind. He do sound white.
I want to have another Sonic debate.
You can't say the N word. That's racist. Oh no! Someone in the stream got offended. Shit! What are we gonna do?
That's the next Sonic debate. Did Shadow say the N word?
Probably.
Hell no, he voiced by Jason.
No, honestly, Shadow comes off as white to me, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, Shadow's white as shit.
Yeah, Shadow comes off as white to me.
He's a white motherfucker. Knuckles has no race currently. Current Knuckles has no fucking race.
Yeah.
Old Knuckles would be fucking black.
I miss Black Knuckles.
I miss Black Knuckles. Y'all remember when a black guy... Wait, doesn't a black guy voice Vector now?
I don't know.
I think so.
To be Vector was always black.
Would you? How would you describe Vector?
He black to me,
honestly.
You think
black people love music?
Yeah, I could see
Black
that.
people love money.
They love money. They love music. There you go.
Love gold chains.
Nah, no way, yo, bro. Vector's black. Vector's hella black.
He's just like a fucking. Depending on the game, like.
No. It depends. It depends, because he could be black or he could be one of those poser ass white boys.
For kids, Vector is a poser ass white boy.
Okay.
I think that's a good fucking compromise right there. He's a dumb nigga.
I'd say Heroes Vector. That's a black nigga. Right?
Yeah, that's definitely a savory fucking black dude. If Shadow says the N word, he's dead. I don't think Shadow would die if he said the N word. I feel like he would say it. Some black guy would try to hit him, and then Shadow would rip his fucking jaw off.
I think Shadow's one of those niggas that has an N-word pass.
Yeah, like his entire just existence is an N-word pass, pretty much.
If Sonic said nigga though, he'd be done.
Yeah, no, Sonic would be fucking done.
I missed when Shadow was actually relevant.
What's it called? Bro, I want to fucking... Honestly, I want there to be like a story where Shadow actually plays a role, and I want to see how Kirk Thornton does with that, because he did hella fucking good in episode Shadow.
Honestly, I don't know. I just don't know what to think about the next modern Sonic game. I just like, at this point in time, I was like, it really is just a thing I can't like speculate on, you know? I don't have, it's not that I have any like, you know...
What's it called? Someone liked my quote of Shadow being an N-word pass in himself. I like that.
Like, I think the biggest thing is just right now, I don't really have any like needs or wants with the next Sonic game. I just want it to be kind of good.
Right.
I don't know. It could be boosted. I don't hate the boost enough to the point where I won't play it. It's just like,
right.
I'd rather they do something.
Yeah, you're not the biggest fan of it.
Like, I just don't think as a whole the boost is something that's worth continuing.
Right.
Oh, shit. Yeah, but...
Which is where me, an intellectual, differs. Because the boost saved this franchise. Therefore, it's the only thing that can be good. Because 06 was bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You know what's up.
Oh, man.
Hell no, what's up.
I will protect the people.
No, you only gotta do 3D classic.
Perfect.
Hey, so
Perfect. I can get the Doom done in 5 minutes now. Damn. I like that.
So if Sonic just do classic shit for the rest of his life, what fan base y'all going to?
I don't fucking know.
I'm probably going to Devil May Cry.
Oh, what fan base we would get to? Probably, honestly, I'd probably be one of those people that's like, can we get a Jack 4?
You talking about Jak and Daxter?
I fucking love Jak and Daxter, dude. That's my fucking shit right there. That's like one of the only collectathons I could even fucking stand.
Oh, wait, no.
And it's just got a really nice universe in general, if you ask me. Woo!
Like the gameplay kind of boring, but... So... You know, when he gonna go pop a fucking Banjo 43? That's what I'm about to do. Ukulele ain't doing that shit. Wait, hold on, what boss you doing? This shit look ass.
What's it called? This is fucking, this is Heavy Dog.
Heavy dog.
Egg dog?
Ass. I gotta
This is Heavy Dog, buddy.
Is that the egg dog?
ass.
Nah, it ain't Egg Dog. It ain't that good. It's Heavy Dog.
Fuck.
Shit look ass.
This is like the lesser version of Blue Falcon.
Oh yeah, that's remind me. What that say is Final Horn. I just got finished with that and I was getting to a boss. Fighting Sonic and some other. Shit was ass. I started talking. Voice chat again. I looked up. I was fucking dead. I did all that shit. He was almost.
Rel, how long are you just gonna keep fucking going on about random shit?
Oh no, I'm fucking.
You just fucking ranted about it
tired
at
of
some
shit.
point. You seem really angry about fucking Heavy Dog.
I am that nigga. What the fuck was that boss?
Oof.
I looked at the screen. I'm like, dog, what the fuck is it? She got an error.
Hey, alright, hold on. How many fuck shit? Hold on. Fuck, dude.
What the?
Hold on, I'm trying to fix this shit right now.
Bro, what the fuck you doing on the screen? On the screen?
So this is like the only time I've been able to actually like sit down and play through World of Light without wanting myself.
I played like a couple rounds of that. Who that?
Oh, that's right. When I use the AO here, for some reason, it's higher than it should be. That sucks. I forgot about that. Bro, why is Shadow white? They're like, wait, what's going on? Oh, shit.
I was confused. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, everyone was fucking confused as to what was going on. I was trying to fucking configure ambient occlusion. But that shit was being stupid. Are you the original? I love how he fucking turns his body around and just fucking disjoints it and everything, but it works because he's a fucking dumbass Eggman robot.
Something that's funny is that someone told me some fucking bitch. Something that someone said that was like really true the other day was that they were all like, I forgot where I heard this from. They were just like, Shadow the Hedgehog is written and animated like a high school professor. Yeah, it's very accurate.
I could see that, yeah. Like I said, fucking, they put Izuka in a role that he literally, like, has no experience in, so of course, like, him writing a fucking story is gonna be a disaster.
Right, yeah.
And again, it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, Izuka's the fucking bane of the Sonic series, but it's just like, it's just not something that he fucking does. It's not
And
his
he got
department.
level design.
What'd you say?
Oh shit, no.
Ain't he like more the level design person?
Yeah, he's like a level designer. Not right.
Yeah, he's like a level designer and director.
What kind of shit was that?
Yeah, no,
It was
and
like
even
an
even
image
before
that
this, Izuka just never fucking wrote. Before or after. He's just not a fucking writer.
What was that? Oh,
And I don't understand why he wrote for the game. Why they even let him write for the game. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And I feel like Shadow... I feel like just by giving it like a different writer, I think that Shadow might have had at least a marginally better story.
I don't even know what's going on. What's the whole plot?
You don't want to go into that type of territory, buddy.
I don't understand this shit. Like,
Wait, Rel, what did you fucking say? Wait, why do we... Okay, I was waiting for Mono to get back so we could talk about the vocal themes and shit again. This was... I was saying, like, we should just, like, go through our favorites and... or, like... just go through like individual games and talk about like the best and worst and shit. Because like I feel like that's a topic you don't really talk about. People don't talk about enough. Because I feel like vocal themes are like a really big thing for Sonic.
You will tell me everything.
One of these days, I'll say the F word. Then you'll be sorry.
I fucking love Shadow in 06. That's the best iteration of Shadow we've ever.
Absolutely. Anyway, let's talk about.
Yeah, the one line where at the end where he's like, it doesn't matter if everyone's against me, I'll fight like I always have. That shit had me nutting. Oh my god.
If the world chooses to become my enemy, I will fight like I always have. I love that shit, dude. And he's fucking taking off the rings and he just absolutely obliterates all of those motherfuckers. That shit is so good.
That shit gave me chills when I was little.
I think that's the only time the inhibitor ring thing has ever been brought up in games.
Because that's the only time Shadow was actually like worth shit.
Right.
Hell yeah, we nothing but Shadow. Shadow don't even know what we talking.
I think the idea of inhibitor rings is like kind of interesting, but like they just never used it aside from that one scene. And don't get me wrong, that one scene was fucking flawless, but at the same time, you know what I mean? It's like they just never did anything.
They should have did that shit like that in Shadow. That would have hurt.
They didn't use the inhibitor rings in Shadow.
No, it's all like have them take that shit off.
Yeah, he's only taking that shit off. Honestly, he could probably take on fucking any. He probably could have kicked Infinite's ass after he got his powers if he took that shit off. He might have been able to do it without taking it off. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Shadow probably could have kicked. Yeah, I think Shadow could easily have kicked Infinite's ass because like Shadow is just fucking. What's it called? I feel like Shadow's just had to face tougher enemies, so he's naturally had a bit more of a what's it called? A bit more of a training. So I think he's at least like a little. He's definitely got that grit to him and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was your mistake, Ryan. You brought up 06 Shadow. That's what you get, bro. I'm telling you, if you bring up 06 Shadow, I'm gonna have to nut. Sorry.
Yeah, it's true.
I used to hate Shadow before I played 06. Oh my god.
Why?
I love that character so much now. Because he was just a boring ass nigga.
He hates him because he sucked that Shadow.
No, he hates him because it was from fucking SA2. That's why.
Like Shadow was just a boring ass character that everyone was always like, look at me, I'm so badass, you know what I mean? And I was just like, bro, I don't give a shit.
I like him because he's black.
Yeah, I feel like there was cool ideas involving him that could have been improved upon, and then that's what 06 fucking did. 06 just made him the fucking one of the best characters in this. I love what they did with Silver too at 06, dude.
Oh, nothing? Yeah, that was cool.
One of my favorite shut the fuck up, Otto. You know exactly what I'm fucking talking about.
I don't know about that one.
Oh no, but shut the fuck up, Rel.
I mean, to be fair though,
I like him. I like Silver in the comics.
Would you say, Mono?
Oh, to be fair,
I like him in like the comics.
Fuck no, Rel, shut the fuck up. I said Mono.
See, it's not you said real.
Nah, I was asking Mono because you fucking talked over him and then you did it again. All right, so Mono, what were you saying?
You talked over.
What's it called? 06 is the only what's the word?
Game with Silver in it that they did anything, right?
It's the only decent representation we've gotten of Silver.
Right, yeah, no, I meant like specifically like, cause what's it called? I liked, I'm saying even still, I liked what was done with Silver in that game, cause like fucking, there was one scene, you remember where fucking, when Silver had to help Amy out for a bit, and they got the dusty desert, and she was like, I smell Sonic over here, call it my girlish intuition. He was like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? And then he looks at the sky, and like, it's normal for us and everything, right? But for him, everything is always just dark and bleak and shit. So he's like, fucking, the sky's gorgeous and everyone's happy, and Amy looks at him like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? That's what I'm talking about, like shit like that. And just, I think Silver was characterized well there, when they actually decided to make him a fucking character, and then they just stopped after 06. Because 06 failed, and that was his introduction, you know what I mean?
They should put Incineroar.
Now he
in
fucking
Sonic.
Trump.
Incineroar looks like a fucking Sonic character. He could be in this game, in this series. Come on.
Dude, get the Big the Cat skin for Incineroar.
You make him the next fucking villain.
Oh shit, that'd be fun. Cause he doesn't even have actual fucking ear. Dude, that quote unquote ear shit still fucking kills me. When you pointed it out, I was like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, Incineroar is legendary. I love this nigga. And then have him be so it's like what's it called? He does the fucking evolving twist on Sonic's ass and kills that nigga.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh bullshit, dude. Daisy has an ass. I hate Daisy's fucking
Lava
ass.
Shelter's so fucking cool, but like it lags so much, and it's just fucking Shadow the Hedgehog. And I have to play it all the fucking time because I keep getting paths that end with Lava Shelter and Egg Dealer. Which would be fine if my emulator didn't always lag at Lava Shelter and Egg Dealer.
Maybe you should get good.
Hey, fuck. Hold on a second.
Okay, oh, whoa, no. Are you kidding me? What a fucking bunch of dumb bitches.
I just saw what happened on screen. Get fucking fucked.
Fuck you. I'm so mad right now. That shit pissed me off.
What happened to the vocal track conversation thing?
Alright, so... Mono, what did you say your favorite, like, vocal theme in general was? I'm curious.
I think he said he'll be right back.
Oh, okay. That's a good song.
No, I said he said he's gonna be right back.
Bro, let me fucking be a bitch ass. Come on.
Alright, my fault.
Thank you. I need to assert my identity. Hello, LGBT community. And it's just like Soldier 76 with a giant ass.
It's fucking nasty. Why did they make that? Why did they make him gay? It don't matter, but like, what was they? Why can't the fucking hamster be gay?
Alright, I'll be curious, just because I'm curious, I'm gonna check the final path we have to do and see if it's fucking, what's it called? Ends with Lava Shelter. It does not! Still ends with Egg Dealer, but it ends with Cosmic Fall Egg Dealer. So I can do that. I like that.
I'm still stuck on how like 300 stuff to fucking pass, man.
I'm gonna play for the art roll right now. This
Hey,
took
you
me about an
about to
hour
do
to
all
do.
one.
He's playing for the art roll.
You did very well, Shadow Android.
Alright, show the example.
Surpassed expectations.
I gotta be a mob with no fucking.
I would like to have the art roll. Here's an example. Alright, I'm waiting for him to post his fucking art. Yeah, I love Cosmic Fall, dude. That shit made me nut.
I could just Final Rush from SA2.
But
Like a
better?
better version.
Just way better.
Just like what I
No. Space Gadget is more like Final Rush and Chase.
What Space Gadget?
Space Gadget is the one with the gravity mechanics.
Oh no. He posted this in a KRN. What the fuck is a KRN?
King Rule I. What?
I said KRA. What the
What's a
fuck is
KRA?
this? Get out.
Bro, that's a fucking... Is that a critofile?
Dog, that's it. Oh shit, my phone is out. Yeah, I ain't downloading Critter to see that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it's bad. I don't want to say nothing because I can't draw for shit. You gotta get the art. You want to see me get the art wrong. But then it don't even depend on me. It depends on the touch. This fucking boss sucks. Like, how the fuck this nigga gonna have a specific slot for fucking Sean?
How about shut up?
No.
What the?
This
Hey,
is
Rel, are
some
you a
fucking
mod?
fun shit. No, I think since he's
Rel,
OG, he's able to pin shit though.
Yeah, I
Okay.
can feel shit.
Shit, can
No,
someone
I'm
take
talking
a
about my
screen-
OG. Yeah.
Can someone take an OG? Oh, fuck. Can someone take a screenshot of that nigga's art and send it to me? Because I don't want to download that file.
I'd have to completely
No,
re-download Critter. I told him like he better export that shit to a fucking PNG. Ain't no one gonna download Critter just to see his one little thing.
Yeah, what is that shit?
Critter's just an art program. It's like Clip Studio
Yeah.
Paint, shit like that.
Oh, okay.
So Critter
Why
would
don't
be
you just
like
put-
that version of a PSD.
Tell that nigga to screenshot it. No one wants to read it. I mean, no one wants to like download that shit.
And plus, I'm not even.
That's what I was saying.
Wait, if it's garbage, I know how to tell him. Read it away.
Woo! Egg dealer done.
Hush.
I love egg dealer.
I go on
Egg
a
dealer is so
channel
fucking
Discord,
silly,
the
but I
first
love that
thing I
shit.
see is,
Sorry, Doctor, but this is the end for you.
the egg dealer is bully.
Alright, so let's put our current path in here now. Because we're about to switch over to Voyage of Reminiscence.
Right, he posted it. The fact that that looks better than anything I can draw.
Alright, let's take a look.
Finally.
Look at Sonic! Oh shit, hold up. Mono need to get back here. I mean, it's not like garbage, but this is fucking
it's not
funny. It's not my job to give him fucking rolls, so I ain't gonna say nothing.
It's so
Dark. Yeah, the dark mission for Space Gadget is just fucking confusing. I don't like it that much. Okay, so neutral, neutral, hero, hero, neutral, dark. Okay. So that is Westopolis, Glyphic Canyon, Prison Island, Mad Matrix, Lost Impact, Cosmic Fall. I could do. Oh, it's just the neutral Lost Impact too. I can do that. That's easy.
Ain't that like good enough to get that nigga a roll?
What's it called? Huh?
And it ain't good enough to give him a roll. Like, I got a fucking roll. That was the first one.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you got a fucking roll.
I got a roll, not barely posted. Barely posted.
Time to go and fulfill this promise.
No, I'll just keep this roll. Post this
Then
roll.
we're gonna vanish for tonight. My head feels like shit. Alright, dude, get better. Hopefully my shit. I was gonna go see like Into the Spider-Verse today too, but like when my dad was feeling like shit, so I was like, alright, you know what? I ain't gonna make him do nothing. See you later. Seems like these black creatures really mean business. I caught this up by the countryside. But they appeared to follow me up here too. Think you can help me out? This madness of a world, scrambled eggs. Red like roses in my ashes. Oh.
Ryan Scarlett from Tails Channel is still here. Hey Ryan, what's the ETA on that roll?
What's the ETA on that roll? I don't know. Did you join back in the server?
Listen.
Hell. Hey, see, no notification.
Hey, someone send me an invite.
I don't fucking know Tails Channel server, and I'm definitely not going in there if I'm gonna have to deal with Tracker all the time.
Listen, I can do it for my boy Ryan Scarlett. That's a true nigga right there.
That's fair. No, I don't know. For me, I haven't really talked to him much, and I feel like he wouldn't really care if I was in there. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let them do what they want to do.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck about you. He don't know.
Exactly. See? So he's just like everyone else. See, it's fine.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Ready? I'm gonna apply for the art roll right now. This took me about an hour.
When you said Ryan, I like confused it for Brian, and that made me think of fucking nerd word, and that was a big oof. I was really upset about that. I was like, shit, dude. But then I remembered. I was like, oh wait, no, it's a cool person here. No one thought of this, so I could keep my art roll. God damn it, Rel. Fuck you.
Yeah, I made that shit 2 years ago.
Oh my god. Was that a Minimator?
No, that was Cinema 4D.
Oh shit. Yeah, one of them Cinema 4D rigs. I like that. I know about that shit. Minecraft porn is getting more and more detailed as time goes by. Why do people put this down?
I should make Minecraft porn.
I should make Minecraft.
Whoa.
Oh, I like that. That was fucking. Why did you get I should make that from me making a joke about it?
I should hit like niggas is super.
Whoa. Why does Garatina have a fat ass?
Talking about damn that creeper look. Damn. So I'm about to have a water scale and fucking creeper. That shit.
Dude, honestly, it creeps me out when someone does like the :3 face when talking about like me doing something for him, like drawing something or some shit for him. That shit makes me fucking This nigga really made a version of his fucking render where they have an STD. What the fuck? It literally there was like a it was a good old lewd picture, and then they made a alternate rendition where they have like fucking chicken pox on their penis. I don't know why the fuck I don't know why the fuck they would do that. That's so gross. Nah, the worst thing ever though is when you follow a fucking artist and then they make something gross like the very next fucking day that they've never made before.
And then
I hate that shit where like fucking what's it called? There'll be somebody with like a really cute art style and they do like not safe for work stuff and you follow them, it's like this is really cute and shit, and then they start doing fucking vor for a week straight and you're like, okay, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And then as soon as you unfollow them, they stop and they start making good shit again, and then it's just like a fucking cycle. I hate that shit. It's just so fucking upsetting when I see like artists that make like really good stuff and then they just start making vor. That shit's gross.
Making good ass shit.
How about you, Ryan from Tails Channel? Have you ever had to deal with vor before?
Oh my god. Bro, how did he get into that situation? I'm like,
I don't know. I just follow someone on fucking Twitter that does really nice drawings, and then the next time someone's inside of their fucking stomach, and it's like, all right, time to get off for tonight. And I like. For me, I'll be like, all right, time to go to bed, and it'll be like fucking 1 in the afternoon, and I just woke up an hour ago. It'd be like, all right, and then that'll be like, hey, Nico, I thought we were gonna do some shit. I was like, yeah, I know, I just saw some nigga got ate. I can't be doing nothing. I'm not about to do that. Shit. Oh man, oh, I can try the fucking what's it called? Let me try the speedrun strat.
At least you ain't gotta see niggas put their feet all in the fucking big ass feet in the fucking
Yo, feet are fucking gross.
Of course, Mono comes back. Mono, you weren't even here for the full-on conversation. I was talking about when you follow an artist and then they do some fetish shit that's like you find really gross. That shit happens to me all the time where I'll follow an artist and they start doing something like vor. I fucking hate that shit so much.
Smell the fucking heat. That shit irritating.
You can smell the fucking pink milkshake? What the fuck are you talking about?
No. When I see the little feet picture shit, I can like smell the fucking feet. That shit get irritating.
Feet. Oh, Jesus Christ. Rel's like really passionate about fucking despising this shit.
Right? That shit irritating. I can make a whole ass video about this shit.
I could make a whole video about fucking how feet suck. Oh shit, that's awesome.
Wait, what? Mono here when I said something about Minecraft porn.
What'd you say?
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, this started because I what's it called? He posted a Minecraft render in fucking the what's it called? The art channel, and then I asked if he used the Minimator. He said, nah, Cinema 40, and I'm like, oh, that's right. You know, people made Minecraft porn in Cinema 40, and he was like, damn, I should really make some Minecraft porn. And then that's when we evolved to talking about artists drawing gross shit. I don't know. Oh, this thing muted again. God damn it. Every time we have anything to talk about. Dude, Dutchie needs to get this fucking weeb roll off of me. He only gave it to me because I had like a fucking Tohu profile picture at one point. I was like, dude, what are you doing? I was like, fuck you, you fucking Sonic fan.
Yeah.
I remember that shit was annoying.
That shit had me die like a talking about you.
Oh man. Damn. Rel, you better be ready though. Mono and I, we're about to change the fucking world. Mostly Mono, but I'm gonna play a bit of a hand too.
No, I'm about to play a change.
Rel, you ain't gonna do nothing but make a video about how feet suck for 50 minutes. That's all you're gonna do.
I would do that.
Yeah, and that's all you're gonna fucking do.
Also, making fun of commentary channels type shit. I could be a whole ass birdie channel. I just don't know.
Hero, neutral, dark.
Why would you say dark?
Hi, Charmy. I get to do your mission this time.
No, when you said dark, I instantly started perimeter ready.
When I said fucking dark, we have to do the Premi de Remy mission in Shadow the Hedgehog. Doesn't Premi like hate Shadow the Hedgehog with a fucking burning passion or some shit?
I think he said he liked it.
I think he loves Heroes at 06 but hates Shadow.
But it doesn't seem to go there.
No, I think I heard he liked it somewhere.
Does he? Does he like Shadow? I don't know.
I don't know.
What's it called? I know I like fucking Shadow, and I know people fucking yell at me for it all the time. Oh shit.
It's alright. It's alright. I can't play it for longer than 2 stages, but it's alright.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think Shadow, even if Shadow's not that good, I don't think it's like an atrocious game. I really can't agree with that. I can't be eaten like that. I love how this conversation has just been me blabbering about random shit, Rel responding, me telling Rel to shut the fuck up, and then Ryan and Mono just fucking laugh. That's all this fucking call has been. I love it. Oh man, I gotta fucking.
Oh no, we had Mono talk for like a good hour.
For real, dude. And then it was what it was. It was me, you, and Mono talking for an hour. Ryan coming back. Mono keep fucking leaving. And when he comes back, he says some shit about like not liking one specific thing, and then goes away. And then sometimes he'll laugh. And then, oh shit, it's just fuck. Where you fucking die? There you go. All right, I'm gonna go pick up the tank nozzle now. Because you can do that in this game. I love it. You could just fucking go pick up a tank nozzle from this door and just start shooting it everywhere.
I swear to God, when I played this stage, I just zoomed right past it, not caring.
Shadow the Hedgehog is a fucking legendary development.
This nigga got a whole ass camp. I mean, tank nozzle. Fuck, imagine seeing that nigger fucking hedgehog with a black ass tank.
What did you say?
Whoa!
I don't know what the. I thought you said, did I hear the barnyard? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm fucking done, dude. I was about to fucking say something, but that caught me off guard. I'm about done. Alright, I'm gonna fucking... Dude, I love... This game is so fucking... I feel like that they could have done a lot with this game to really make it, like, really good, but they just didn't. And I don't like how they didn't do that. Cause, like, fucking...
I like how it's different. I like that.
Yeah, I like how it's fucking... Because I always compare this game to Devil May Cry. Like, they're obviously fundamentally different games gameplay-wise, but they remind me of each other so much because Shadow the Hedgehog is like an example of how not to do Devil May Cry, right? That where like it takes itself so seriously, but it's so edgy and goofy, but it takes itself so seriously, and it just doesn't fucking work that way. I feel like if Shadow was actually fucking wacky and shit, and it embraced its edginess like the successful Devil May Cry games do, I feel like it would have ended up like being just a lot better in general. But they didn't.
The only wacky thing about this thing is the swash and stretch animation.
They just didn't fucking do that, and it sucks too, because like I feel like they could have really done something with the concept of a shadow-only game, like a shadow-focused game, with different mechanics and shit, and changing up and like really making a difference between Shadow and Sonic. I feel like that idea has a lot of fucking merit to it. They didn't really do it very well. It's not even that he has fucking guns. I love the fact that he has fucking guns. In fact, I'd bring that shit back if I could. But like once again, you have to handle it in a way where you're self-aware enough to do it.
They brought that shit back in Lego Dimensions.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Nigga pulled out a gun and just took that shit.
Okay, where did I miss a disc? Where did I miss a disc? Oh, I think I know where I missed one.
Why Sonic, you said where I slip a disc up? I said, huh?
I like the line in this game where Sonic looks at you with a gun. He's like, bro, dude, I wouldn't be caught fucking dead with one of those things, but you do you, man. I love that shit.
You do you, bro.
It's like, alright, man, if that's what you're about. And once again, I want to remind people that that Shadow the Hedgehog is what happens when we listen to fucking fans. I just like to point that out. Because that's all Shadow was. It was just like, alright, let's just do what our kids are asking for. And then everyone hated the game. Except for the kids that asked for it. Because they were like, whoa, we got what we fucking wanted?
Hell fucking yeah, I got Shadow.
I love Shadow, dude. Shadow can fucking bust a nut.
Whoa.
I mean, he does have a penis. He can do it.
Bro,
you cannot say that I'm incorrect. Okay. I have to do the hero mission of Mad Matrix. Okay, that's fine. I can do hero. There's like no way to gain fucking hero points though. That's what sucks. If you kill Eggman's robots, you get dark points. If you destroy the dark shit on the fucking circuits, you get dark points. There's no way to... The only way to fucking get hero points is by killing the rest of the Black Arms. But there's like no Black Arms in this stage, so it's really hard to get a fucking S rank. So I end up just getting a fucking D.
You know I got a whole ass man. I fucking hate this fucking stage. This is the stage I fucking hate. This shit's so fucking boring.
What, Mad Matrix?
Yeah.
I like Mad Matrix.
Like, it look alright, but this shit just put me the fuck.
I think it's fun.
They ain't put me right on leash sleep though. Leash.
Honestly, I think it's better than Digital Circuit. I feel like Digital Circuit gets repetitive real quick, but I like Mad Matrix a lot more.
I like the environment, the stage. Stage sucks. I just peep niggas in the chat. Never mind, he said peace y'all. Alright. That's old.
As I can't help but feel.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
No, I won't, you little bitch. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fucking I've come to make an announcement. Shout out the Hedgehog's a bitch ass motherfucker. He pissed on my wife.
Oh my god.
That fucking that entire like fan dub video, it was like half an hour long, but it was the funniest shit. My favorite line is when fucking what's it called? Like right after Rouge gives Knuckles the pieces of the Master Emerald, it cuts to fucking Eggman and he says, "Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com?" That shit was fucking it's like, what the fuck?
What that nigga mono, man? You just be sitting here, sitting there waiting for something to say, waiting for somebody to say something.
I wonder who else is watching right now.
Yeah, I'm still watching.
Yeah, I'm still watching too.
Fuck! Alright, well, at least that gets rid of some of my dark points, honestly. Because I only need some bullets. I don't need that many. So that was honestly better for me than worse. As long as I just don't game over.
Imagine you email Sega talking about can you put Sonic in Leash.
What'd you say?
Imagine emailing Sega talking about you want Sonic and Leash on PC.
Sega Europe. Here's a gift, guys. Sonic Unleashed on Steam. That fucking fake account and shit. That shit was fucking funny. Oh fuck.
It was so fucking hurt. How the fuck is they even inside the computer? Wherever they.
What?
Why are they in that area? Do they explain?
Oh,
why
what's
they
it called? Yeah, they got sucked into the circuits. We're not watching the
How the
cutscene.
fuck you do that?
I don't know. I don't know. How the fuck do you run at supersonic speeds as a hedgehog and fucking, you know what I mean?
No,
To be fair,
see that
to be
that
fair,
shit
the
makes
circus
sense.
shit is kind of crazy now.
Huh?
How the fuck they get in there? Who told them to do that shit? Who sat
Do
there
you
right
really
like,
care, or
let's
do
put
you
them
just
niggas
want
in
to
there?
talk about it?
Like, no, I thought this kind of got me irritated. Nah. Why the fuck they there? How the demons get in there? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, guys.
What?
Someone called Brave in the group chat. Brave Chan. Who's also a girl, but a
Brave Chan. Brave Chan's a girl, but I'm a guy. Brave Chan's a cutie.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that shit was
saw that.
fucking.
I saw that. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
I fucking died.
I saw that shit too. I'm confused. Like, oh yeah, I asked him if he's a girl or boy a while ago, so I did that. Yeah.
Yo, Ryan
He been a mute.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, he said nigga.
Wait, what?
Well, we said
Wait,
Ryan's like fuck. Oh shit. Everyone in the Sonic community is like, you can't say that. I remember I was in a voice chat on fucking the Chaos server, and I legit heard someone said unironically, "I'll never forgive him. He called me the N-word," and I had to mute myself because I was fucking laughing my ass off. I thought that shit was so funny. And everyone was trying to console him and everything. I was just fucking muted, laughing. I couldn't even feel bad about that shit. It was so fucking funny. Oh shit. That was exactly the way he said it too. Oof, there's no time to rest. Shut the fuck up, Black. You're not even doing your mission. I haven't put off a single bomb. 'Cause I'm a good boy. Good luck.
I'm so sick of this calculus class. So fucking sick.
You say calculus?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember there was a fucking scene in Stand and Deliver where the fucking student comes in at the very end of the class when everyone leaves and he says, "Hey, you proud of me? I'm the first dude here. What's calculus?" Oh, that shit was the No! Fuck! Oh, why am I back here? Oh, the way the fucking checkpoint system works. Okay, I'm gonna go to the orange first and see if that helps. Fuck, dude. The way the fucking checkpoint system works. It's still the last checkpoint, but it puts me at the time of the checkpoints that had nothing to do with that shit.
You ain't gotta start this whole ass level.
I'm gonna fucking restart one more time. Oh fuck, I only have one life. Shit, this is my last life. Oh fuck. I didn't even realize. God damn it. This is why Forces remove lives, because they didn't want poor old Nico Plymouth to be sad about it.
Oh shit, what the fuck am I looking at right now?
What?
Alright, BRB, here it is. Took me an hour to make.
honestly, it's better than some of the shit I've seen. I'm gonna be real with you.
Honestly, yeah, it is.
It's not that bad, yeah, shit.
It's just fucking funny.
Hey, look.
He better than 90% of the other news.
Actually, let me post this stuff, because I was doing like a drawing for Sonic for the comic thing, but I'm not that good at art yet, so.
What's it called? I like how when you get a game over, it says fucking blackout instead of just game over. I like that.
You never got a game over.
That shit's fucking cool, dude. That means I can just restart this shit.
Nigga out.
Damn, we've been detected.
I could barely finish it, but I think what I had for the Sonic was pretty good. I'm just not very good at drawing arms or legs, so
Arms
that
and
was
legs
my hurdle.
fucking suck though. Like they're a pain in the ass to draw. Where is this?
I put it in my server. It's in the art
okay,
gallery.
okay. Oh, let me look.
Hold on, give me a link.
Damn, you're cucking Ryan and fucking
Alright, yo. Hold on, bro.
Oh, I see what you mean. Damn. I don't know how I feel about Sonic's body there. It's like it looks like a
Yeah, it was kind of.
It looks like an ingrown peanut. I'm not gonna lie.
I realized halfway through when I started drawing the legs and shit. I was like, ah, fuck, this isn't gonna work because it's just weird. I didn't know. I that was what I had before, because yesterday I went back to erase the body.
Right.
And then I was trying to draw it again, but I didn't know how to position it. So I was like, okay, let me just ask Freeb if he wants to help me
Yeah,
with that.
honestly, on model Sonic shit is weird, and I believe people have made like references strictly for on model stuff. Usually it doesn't matter for me because all my stuff's off model and has more realism to it and shit. But if I know what you're going for is more on model, so I can't really directly help you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just didn't fucking know what to do, which is why I was just like, okay, whatever.
Well, I kind of like it.
Honestly, that's the first game over I've gotten in Shadow since I started playing the game, probably. Oof.
Here, if Mr. Ryan Scarlett wants to take a look here, let me shoot you, buddy boy.
You hear that, Ryan? You got a fan. Why? How the fuck did I just say that the Tails channel who has fucking millions, like tons of fucking fans? what the fuck?
He's not the face of Tails channel. He's the brains behind the mission by now.
Well, true, but still.
Like,
I think that's arguably a bit more important there. So.
Oh yeah, I'm the owner of Tails channel. I never appeared on Tails channel like orally or anything. But,
yeah, you would never did the actual
voiceover
recording. Yeah.
Well, I did like the graphics and day-to-day operations.
Hey, you make some damn good graphics, my boy. Me looking at that shit, I'm like, oh damn, this is too.
I try. I try. I'm not pursuing graphic design as a hobby. I'm pursuing journalism as a hobby, but I just try. I just do that as a side.
Right.
That's pretty good too. I'm trying to learn some graphic design myself. I've been getting better, but I'm just looking at your shit. I'm like, damn, this nigga's on another level.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Who do the video editing?
Who does video editing? That's me. I also do video editing.
So, do you just do everything except for the voiceover, or are there some other things that you leave to other people?
I don't do this live streams, obviously.
Alright.
Like the weekend live streams, that's up to Evan and Lords who live streams every Sunday. But pretty much everything you have seen on Tails' channel that isn't related to voiceover, everything else is pretty much done by me in some capacity.
Can we talk about how for some reason, this is something I've been noticing, but me following Premi for like a couple of weeks, looking at his tweets, like,
yeah, what's up?
He's one of those dudes that like kind of looks for an excuse to just shit on Sonic. Is it just me or what?
The fact that you've been following Premi at all is actually
I've been seeing his videos, and there's been multiple instances since December where he has been fishing for Sonic for information that has been proven to be misconstructed or completely false, right?
Right.
We've seen videos where he have done about the Japanese tweet from Paramount Japan, which turned out to be misconstructed. Right. And then he did one about Jim Carrey's mention of
that
Sonic.
Jim Carrey shit pissed me off.
And then the Sonic Adventure, the Sonic Adventure remake allegations from Izuka, that was also misconstructed too. So there has been multiple instances when he has been doing this just to fish for views, and I've told him about one about these instances on Twitter, which he probably did not take too well.
Probably
but
not.
Yeah, it's to me, anyways. I find that to be a serious issue. Like,
oh yeah, like legit. I was just looking at like him right now. I think some of my least favorite like people in the community, it'd probably be him on that list, just because like he's always like, it's very clear he's always looking for something to complain about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not about that. Like I think it's fine for you to be negative, don't like, but I don't know, it seems like he's always like looking for something to complain about. And it just seems so disingenuous to me. Like
rather than having just like a genuine negative outlook on something, it's just him looking for something to piss off.
Let me complain about something, yeah.
I've been noticing that shit for a good while.
He was the main, he was like the main instigator in this whole Jim Carrey thing. Like he really wanted Jim Carrey to be shitting on Sonic, and I was just like, yo, dude.
I really did not take well upon his opinion about the Jim Carrey stuff, because it is very apparent that he was referring to his television series, which was nominated for the, I believe, Golden Globe, I think? Yeah, yes. Golden Globe. Was nominated for Golden Globe. It was not intentionally trying to take a shot at the Sonic movie. No one knows what the Sonic movie is because it's just wrapped up post-production. And this is this is the Golden Globes here. It's not like anyone's going to laugh at a movie that has not even had an official announcement yet, right? So,
right,
official unveiling rather. So, yeah, I really did not like his opinion his opinion on how he approached that and how he's trying to imply that everyone was laughing to take a shot on the Sonic movie, even though it is objectively not the fact. It is not the fact at all.
Just the biggest thing for me.
Now, I don't know if I'm even close to the microphone or anything because I'm using the microphone on my phone. I don't know if
you're good. You're good, dude.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, you sound fine. Yeah, no, that was the biggest thing that got me though, because it was just like I was watching the clip, and I was like, "Yo, you're trying way too hard to try and make this work right happening." And it's just like, just in general, based on the way it is, it's like it's very clearly like a joke. It's like one of those situations, you know, where you're like joking with your friends, and you know, you're like, it's all in like fun and games and shit, and then like someone who's completely situation comes through, and they're like, are you bullying this kid or something like that? You know what I mean? It's just like it's very clear that that's not what's going on, and he's really trying his hardest to make that the case, and I don't know. I don't see it. Don't get it.
You gotta have something to talk about because he doesn't have anything else to do in his fucking channel.
For me, I also see. Oh, sorry, continue. The big one's talking there. Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was about to say, for the Sonic movie, at least when he's doing videos about Sonic movie, he's trying to appeal to some sort of narrative about the Sonic movie that doesn't put it in a nice good light. Probably a pretty negative aspect of Sonic movie. Because okay, let me just get this out. Because right now, at the look of it, it does not look like the Sonic movie would
succeed
when it launches in November of this year. I personally do not think it would. It would. I mean, it would. Sorry, so let me get the words properly, because this is pretty much important here. It will sell well in the box office, but the reception within the community will not be as expected, right?
Right.
But the narrative that what Premi is trying to push here, although most of the people could already know how this Sonic movie is going to end up when it releases, but the narrative he's trying to push here to imply that the movie is going to be bad because of whatever he's pushing out, like Jim Carrey taking a shot at the Golden Globe and stuff like that, it's just misconstructed in a way where it's just blatantly false, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like the narrative is trying to push here it doesn't have any ground to support it or anything like that. It just doesn't make any sense, and it's appealing to something that is not true. I don't know if I put it correctly when I say it verbally. Maybe I could probably put it another way when I type it out. But just his narrative against the Sonic movies is just bad, right? And the thing is, when he makes videos like these ones, he's going to be guaranteed to get views because people are going to be sharing that exact same sentiment about the Sonic movie. Because as we've seen before, even in real life geopolitical instances, right? People like to hate watch videos. People like to hate watch stuff on YouTube, especially, right? And what he's probably trying to do is trying to appeal to these viewers with this narrative that, hey, the Sonic movie is inherently bad because of this and this and this and this and this. Even though most of the stuff is just misconstructed in some way or in some form. And overall, just don't like it. I think I might approach him in a direct message to tell him what he's doing and what my concerns is for this, because what this has, what he's doing for the greater effect could also affect how us content creators who make content about Sonic the Hedgehog is viewed in the future. Because he's going to be getting more and more views as he keeps doing this, as he keeps continuing with this narrative on his YouTube channel. And as we all know so far, we do not have a good aspect of him right now, considering what he's doing right now. And what he's doing right now could later affect the greater how content creators of Sonic will be viewed going forward. If he continues this, is not going to be good. That's what primary worries. But I'm going to tell him the direct message to complete details and in a much more better format than how I'm explaining it right now, because I'm pretty sure I'm not explaining it as perfectly.
I understand what you're saying. It's kind of similar to a situation of what's it called? Like, Sammy Classic Sonic fan, obviously, like, it's not quite on the insanity, but, like, because Sammy wanted to create a channel of such parody, it ended up painting Sonic fans that, like, all of them are like that. So we're gonna kind of get a similar situation here with Premier Remy, where all Sonic tubers are just these fucking annoying, pretentious, bottom of the barrel grabbing motherfuckers that they just really aren't. It's not that common, but it's just kind of how it's gonna end up being. I feel like that's just the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is Premier Remy sucks at YouTube.
Yeah, Premier Remy sucks at the game.
Like, look, listen. This is the thing too, right? I talk to people. I mean, I've talked to me about it all the time. But the biggest problem I have with shit like this is that just in general, there are so many niggas on the internet who just like to blame the community as a whole for them just being super toxic and shit. But then there's the Sonic community, like creators and shit like that. They don't realize that the way they're acting is super toxic in itself, which is why there's so many people who are just like willing to like sort of shit on them, especially as much as like, you know, people do. I think the biggest thing that Premier Remy doesn't get is that usually people like him and Gamer Guide kind of like go out of their way to try and start trouble. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're fishing for something. And then when they get the reaction that, you know, obviously everyone anticipates, they act like as though like, you know, they were wronged or something like that. Gamer Guide more so than Premi. But it's just something that I see all the time, and it's just like really annoying because as a whole, that's one of the reasons why a lot of people just look at this. I'm just like, yeah, it's full of a whole bunch of like, you know, fucking crazy ass losers and stuff. Because like when these are the people at the forefront of everything, you know what I mean? That's kind of it's just gonna reflect poorly on like all of us. Like I really want there to be new like surge of Sonic content creators, like ones that are just like, you know, a little bit more positive and just like tolerable as a whole. Just so far, like I think the only, I guess, Sonic tuber that I really like at this point in time is like I'm fine with Twip for sure, and dude, just because he's completely disconnected from all of the shit that happens in this community. So it's just like, in general, I think that for sure, just like, he doesn't realize how him constantly just like, they're just the ones who are perpetuating this like negative atmosphere. You know what I mean? They're always talking about how toxic it is, but when you think about it, they're the ones who are constantly, you know, putting that in motion. They're one of the biggest reasons why the community is still toxic. So, you know, that's just me. I honestly really would like to see a new surge of content creators. What's it called? When I'm done with this mini series, I might try and, you know, get a little bit more involved with the shit, but like just in general, anybody. I just want to see someone new in the community that's a little bit more positive and stuff. Like looking at Twip's Twitter compared to Premi's Twitter and shit.
It's night and
it's
day.
Like night and day. Like both literally and figuratively.
Literally.
Oh shit! Both literally. I had to take a minute to process that. That's awesome. I like that.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one.
But like looking at it, like Twitter's really positive and shit. He's like really, like he's always like. I remember I saw he was tweeting about like just cut all the toxic people out of your life and just do you and shit. You know, I think that's the type of energy we need. Unfortunately, he has like the Forces reputation still. You know, like these fucking
people
like
just
kids
make fun of him anyway.
Yeah, so people are just gonna give him shit because he's Twip, right?
Yeah.
It's ironic too because I think Premi has more of a positive association with his name than Twip does, and a lot of people, you know, like don't realize that Premi is actually one of the guys that I would probably keep a close eye on and, you know, steer clear of. It's funny though, like legit. I think we need more Twips in this community than we do Premies, because like so far, I think the main three that everybody knows, Premi and Gamer Guide, and then Tails channel, like Evan and you guys and stuff. But really, like, most of the attention obviously goes to the one constantly stirring up drama because they're constantly stirring up drama. So.
And there's also another thing, because what I've seen from Twip throughout this past year now is that he has responded to the criticism that he has received, and he has improved his
sure.
to the extent where there is a noticeable difference for the better. That's one thing I appreciate about Twip, and how he has learned from his mistakes that he's done in the past. Because before,
sure.
how Twip reported Sonic news before was almost akin to Premi, right? They used to misconstruct actual facts that has been published out there. Like for example, I can still remember that one time when Twip was just reporting all the news that I reported on my Twitter at Tails channel, and then he saw an image from that screenshot of Google Maps to show an illustration of a street in Vancouver City, right? City of Vancouver, downtown.
Right.
And he accidentally reported that as a screenshot, as an official image that was published by another media source.
Twip was used to be.
I mean, there's also another image too where there's like a picture of a drone, and he said that drone is probably Tails, but that was also another thing too.
Sonic?
Used to be like,
that was super funny. Like, we discussed that on the Tails channel server, and I was laughing my ass off for days.
Twip used to be.
But anyways,
on that big fucking clickbait, and I remember the entire time he was constantly trying to paint something as, like, you know, something to make a video on, and everyone was like, "Yo, chill out." Like, I remember when Tyson Hess did his like little Sonic redesign thing. He made an entire
video, and a lot of people were not happy about that.
And everyone was like,
Twip has learned from that.
It was like, nigga, it was like you fucking made a mistake. Like, I think everyone was universally not down with that. They're like, dude, don't be a fucking idiot.
Because it's pure clickbait. And there was a time I remember this specifically. Oh shit! I remember this specifically when Twip was like, he was on someone's stream. I don't know who. I think it was maybe Shattuck's stream. I was watching Shattuck's stream, and I was talking to him, and he was talking about how. I remember, this is one of the reasons why I didn't really like Twip a lot early on, is that I remember he said something along the lines of, like, I don't really care, like, I just want my videos to do good. Like, he was talking about how he made, like, over, like, $100 or something on, like, a Odyssey versus video or something. No, Odyssey versus Forces videos and stuff like that. And he was just doing, I don't know, his attitude was, like, much different from what it seems to be now. Like, he was more so about maximizing views and, like, monetization back then, which is dumb.
He seems to actually give a shit about that. And I remember a few people came into the server at the time specifically just to criticize Twip for that and just shit on him and shit. And I remember we were defending him, and then he released that video, and he was like, fuck, now he's actually doing it.
Like, he used to be.
Yeah, now he focuses more on quality use.
Yeah. His videos still aren't, like, my favorite and shit, but I can definitely say as a person he has improved, and he's actually...
Like, yeah, I don't really watch... I don't watch his stuff, because I'm not one who's, like, big on, like, the commentary type shit. Like, I need something. You either have to have a really likable personality, or you have to have some, like, you know, more substance to your stuff. And I'm not really subscribed to it. Those are fine. Like, I'm glad he's not on that, like, clickbait type shit before. And once again, I think he gets a lot of shit just for being Twip. Like, I remember that when the Ocean View remix came out, I felt just the same as he did. I don't like that they're just straight up taking tracks from the older. Like, look, the biggest reason why this bothers me, and a lot of people don't realize this, is a while back. Do you guys remember when Sumo Digital put out their, like, calling for track designers and shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that one.
They did that a long time ago, and the fact that they're now taking older games and putting them into this one, it does not make me excited for Team Sonic Racing at all. Like, that's just a big red flag for me. Like, if they can't design new tracks, they have to go back and get the older ones. definitely something's wrong here, and I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. Market Street was kind of a disappointing track when I first saw it. I was like, okay, this doesn't look that. Like, I'm not too into this at all. And like, I think I think the thing I don't like the most is this now confirms that they're possibly going the route of having the 21 stages, each based on 7 different games. But the caveat is that the 21 stages, different iterations of the same stage. You know what I mean? Because you got Whip,
Yeah.
you got Ocean View, and then what? We're gonna get like another Seaside Hill type stage, and that's all the levels for heroes. You know what I mean? It's kind of like bothering me. I like Rooftop Run, but I don't want 3 different versions of the same stage in the game. You know, I'd much rather they have different tracks and stuff. That'd be a big disappointment, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was like everything was just 3 different versions of the same track, which is why, as a whole, I'm just not. Team Sonic Racing just doesn't look like a very good game to me, honestly. It looks like it'll be fine, right? But like, it doesn't look like anything worth caring about.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be great, but I think it'll be fine.
Tying that back to Twip, I remember a lot of people just came in the video, like in the comments, just to shit on him for, talking about how he wasn't happy with them bringing back tracks and stuff.
Which is the same shit that nobody's been happy about for a while.
Yeah, which is funny, you know what I mean? Like, God, like, Sam Procrastination Station, he was like, well, obviously it's not going to be the same tracks. They're going to change it because it's a transformed track, and they don't transform in cars in this game. I was just like, but that makes the track 10 times worse because Ocean View sucks. As a regular track, it's so basic. You know what I mean? Like literally the zest of Ocean View in itself is the last lap where you go onto the water and you're driving through the giant mechanical squid and shit. Like, if you take that out and it's just a set piece, big loss. That is a severely downgraded version of otherwise you took out the only really phenomenal parts of that track to begin with. There's just the topic of how Team Sonic Racing looks compared to All Stars Racing Transformed, which is like a big rip in itself, but
to me, I get what people are saying with the whole transforming shit, but the transforming mechanic it never really stood out to me, so I can't say that I'm upset about it, because I never really gave a shit about it in the first place, you know what I mean? But I can see where people are coming from.
Damn, not here.
I felt like it was something to differentiate the Sonic kart racers from the Mario ones, because it was really distinct. No other kart racer did it, so that's what made me really it was well done. Plus, it was sort of something to separate.
What's it called? Honestly, I thought the boat controlled absolute ass, and the plane wasn't really enough to engage me that much. It kind of just felt like Diddy Kong Racing, but you didn't have to change your vehicle after every race, right? So it didn't really stand out to me that much on that front. And as well, 7 had some stupid parachute shit or whatever the fuck, the glider, and then it had some other thing with it too, and it just kind of reminded me of that. So once again, it just doesn't stand out to me. Having that variety isn't inherently bad or anything, but I don't really care. I could do with or without it, and I think Team Sonic Racing is gonna be fine, and I'm probably gonna enjoy the team mechanics because it's just. Once again, I only ever play racing games with my friends, and I feel like that just in general would be more fun for me.
That's not even the discussion for me. I just think Sonic's ass does not belong in a car. They have to stop trying to do this Mario Kart kart racer bullshit, dude. Bring back something else. This shit just...
Bring back Riders, but make sure it was done like the old Riders games. Don't be doing free Riders shit.
Whenever they do this fucking Sonic kart racer shit, it's devoid of any personality.
You mean
how
like
lucky these
Sonic
fuckers are
ever
to do it.
since? You mean like
Jesus
Sonic's been
Christ.
ever since 2010?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if you're looking at it from like the perspective of like comparing Sonic and Mario, Mario is something that's grounded. I think it thrives on the fact that it's accessible to everyone. You know what I mean? So it makes sense for him to be in something like a kart racer. You know what I mean? I don't want to see Sonic in a fucking kart racer. That's so boring. Like, you have all this shit you can do. They have this entire universe, like, developed and laid out, and then they decided to go the route of, oh, yeah, let's just forget about all that and make these, like, bland-ass racing games, you know what I mean? I don't like,
They have a racing universe, but it's just like,
the first Sega All-Stars, I really hate. Sega All-Stars Racing is such a dumb fucking game. Can't stand it. Transformed I really like, but Transformed is just like a game to me. Like, it has a really good mechanics and shit. But I'm not one to like that Mario Kart like single player type style where it's like you just do a whole bunch of races and shit. Like, I like that riders had story and stuff like that. Not a big fan of the whole sumo digital kart racers simply because of the fact that I don't think it fits the series. And I'd much rather they went and did something else. But like, you know, if other people like it, that's fine. It's not like it's like spin-offs are good regardless, so it's not something that bothers me. But for me, it's just like the mindset of if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna like put him in this situation, at the very least make it somewhat entertaining, like somewhat engaging, and you know, have that be it.
First of all, though, what the fuck am I looking at in this general chat?
That's a legendary ass picture, isn't it? That's YouTuber.
Oh, Jesus. Why is that in general, dude? Ooh. This nigga posted that in general.
Right, he fuck with shit.
Oh, yeah, cheating on me is easy, but learning how to walk after I shoot you in your kneecaps is hard. Stay loyal or stay limping, pimpin'. What the fuck? Another Riders game. Yeah, I'd be cool with seeing another Riders game. I gotta get some fucking food, honestly. Alright, amount of paths completed. Alright, so now we're at 25 out of 326 paths done. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna actually put a fucking slash and shit after that, just so that people can
That's
see
a
that.
legendary ass photo right there. Wait, no, that goes.
Think about it. Don't they got a whole ass racing universe?
Yeah, they got a whole racing universe, but they're just like pee pee poo poo. So stupid.
And that's. They want to go to Sonic Drift, bro.
Oh, so.
Yo, I got so excited, right? I got so excited when they were rumoring something like I feel like it's such a bitch move for them to have the like R, like in the logo. You know what I mean? It's like the farthest thing from Sonic R. I'd rather. Like, I thought they were gonna make a fully fledged like sequel to Sonic R, and then there's this shit.
Yeah, I thought there was too. I was low key kind of.
I was definitely kind of mad. I don't want another. Like, the thing once again is Team Sonic Racing just looks like another generic kart racer. And I don't want to like. I don't want to play like because the biggest thing for me too is it doesn't even look like that good. Like, at the very least, if I'm going to play it right, I want it to be like look like a really good game. But like Team Sonic Racing, like all it has to offer are shallow mechanics and then okay track like courses and stuff. You know what I mean? I just rather play something else at that point.
I loved you.
Either way, I'm gonna get it either way. To be honest, like, I need a new fucking game.
Yo, they gotta stop making these games fucking $40, dude. Oh my god. Into these projects, the fuck. Oh damn, that's crazy. We live in an age where they're not even willing to charge full price for their games anymore. Like, what the fuck? What type of shit is that?
Right.
Put a fucking controller skin on my shit, man. Make that shit 60.
Yo, for real, they like, here, have this controller skin. Thanks for buying. We're like, the fuck, dude? This shit was $40.
Controller skin.
You guys are talking about prices for Sonic games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still find it weird that Sonic Forces right now is just being sold for like less than like 50% off at the recent Steam sale now. While Sonic Mania is still like pretty much close to its regular price, I think.
Because like at this point in time, everyone who really wanted to play Forces already did. Like everyone who wanted to buy Forces bought it like within the couple of months it first released. So
I bought my shit.
kind of just
Oh god. What
got that
happened?
shit before day one. I
still
got
wonder-
that shit
I
2
still
weeks
wonder-
early.
I still wonder every now and then what the hell happened to Forces, because Forces, there's no proof that it was rushed in any sort of way.
Oh,
Like,
you
they
weren't
knew
here
what
when
they were
we had
supposed
this
to do. Just
conversation.
when it launched, it fell flat. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you weren't
What
you weren't
happened?
here when we had this conversation. This is that hour you were gone or whatever. We were talking
this
about.
is what I probably missed.
You weren't here, but we were talking about this earlier. Like it's weird because first it started off about like 06 or something, and then it devolved into us just talking about shit in general. But what I'm positive that at this point in time, Sonic Forces not being finished. It's just like this is what they thought we wanted from them. You know what I mean? Forces is a game that was made solely with like corporate calculation. It's just the result of them thinking about all the things that we've asked of them for the past couple of years, everything that we have always said we wanted in a Sonic game, and then they tried to put all of these things into one Sonic game, which is why you have the Avatar, which is why you have Classic, which is why you have Boost, which is why you have the vocal themes, which is why you have the gritty dark story. All of that is Forces. Yeah, Forces is like the accumulation of everything that we've asked for, but they don't understand why we asked for it, because at the end of the day, they don't understand what we want, because as a collective, we don't understand what we want ourselves. And that's the biggest problem. That's why Forces ended up that way. That's what I'm thinking 100%. I think it's a thing of them getting told what to make, and then they just made it. You know, room for interpretation there. There's no like sort of like creative integrity. It's just, hey, make this game like this. I think this is what they want. And then they're like, okay, fuck it. We haven't gotten it right in how many years, so let's just do it. And then they did it. And then, you know, there's like, it wasn't bad. Like, it was competently made, right? But it wasn't exceptional because, once again, it lacked that creative integrity. There was nothing there that the developer put in. It was just a matter of, okay, let's put all this shit in because they asked for us to do it, and then we'll release it. And you know, they probably the $40 price tag. Honestly, that's probably a testament to them not being confident in their own work. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever made something for someone else, and while it's like, you know, falls in line with their criteria, it's not something that you would make yourself, so you're not really happy with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's what Forces was, which is why I got hit with that $40. They were just like, okay, you know, this would be a better way to get people to buy it. You know what I mean? And that's personally why I think Forces ended up that way.
They hit you
like, you know,
so
you guys also talk about the gameplay too? About the gameplay? Because I believe Nakamura and Izuka both stated in an interview that happened, I believe now is 2 years ago now, or a year ago, I think. I can't do the math. I have passed. Anyways, so yeah, I believe the director of Sonic Forces and the director of Sonic Team, they both commented on the gameplay aspect of Sonic Forces, and it always appeared to be at how they're trying to appeal to a certain region, right? Because they've blatantly said in that interview that they've wanted Sonic Forces to be played akin to be using like the time attack modes. To be like a boost to win the game. That's how we got that infamous quote from Nakamura, like dashing like a maniac.
Dash like a maniac.
That he wanted people to like speed through the levels as fast as possible through the time attack modes that are present in the game. It's like they did not want the game to configure in a way that you're supposed to explore and stuff like that, as it was presented in probably some Sonic games like Colors and Generations and Unleashed.
Right.
It's a very different aspect, and it's a very different aspect that's prevailing for only a certain region, because you see that in Japan, but you do not see that being presented in the European markets, in American markets, or any other markets, but only the Japanese and even the Chinese region. Izuka even said this is actually the first Sonic game to be published in China. So yeah, it's making this gameplay style only prevalent for a certain region that's now we're not understanding here. It's like we don't like time attack. Do us Westerners even like time attack or anything like that?
I've never played time attack in a Sonic game, so like the problem, right, is once again, which is why that whole news with like I remember hearing that, you know, Sonic was like a registered trademark of Sega of America now or something. Something like that or whatever. Don't know what that means, but point is, I've always.
I can break it down for you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait. Hold on a second. Let me go get some. Explain to me when I get back.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna mute the stream right quick because I gotta go get some food and then we'll be back and we'll probably do actually. Actually, you know, I need to get to writing a script. I think I'll stop the stream here. Really. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Hopefully next time get a lot more done. Maybe keys,
Everybody
shit like
else
that.
on stream.
Hell yeah, buddy. All right, I'll see y'all later.